Welcome to Heroes and Headlocks, your one-stop shop for all comic, wrestling, and pop culture related information, with your host, Anthony.
Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Heroes and Headlocks. Today, I got somebody back for my third reoccurring guest. Look at me, I'm doing pretty good. I got Big Sexy himself, Jay Dizzle.
Whoever could that be?
Oh, dear lordy, I did not know we were having company.
Oh my goodness. This room I am in, it's so colorful.
Oh, yes. Is it more comfortable than last time you were here?
It is a lot more comfortable. We don't have to share the same microphone and be within kissing distance the entire time.
I mean, I didn't mind that last time, but you know what I'm saying.
That's true, but I mean, I like looking at you instead of looking at you, if you know what I mean.
I'm still kind of hiding, like, behind my mic a little bit.
A little bit. I've got this, like, perfect window to view you at.
Oh, me too. Look
with
at that.
mine. Isn't it sexy?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you like the setup a lot better.
A lot better.
Like, hella money later.
Hey, man, you do you, okay?
Shit.
I'm so happy that you're doing you.
Me too. You know, so just to start off with a random subject, did I tell you I've been doing game testing?
Yes, you have.
It's really fun.
I'm jealous.
I know. Once you eventually get free time, you should go with me.
Yeah.
Sometime in the next 20 years.
Free time isn't a thing anymore.
I know.
I'm like tied up for the next 18 years.
I feel like you're busier than the last time I saw you in August, which was pretty busy before.
Yeah. That's what happens when your kid's almost 2.
You're killing it. Look at that.
Boy.
Well, that's cool. A lot of this stuff was kind of like Chanel and me talked about it. Like, that's our fun money. So we'll go on our days off and do our game testing.
There you go.
We went to a 2-dayer recently, and it was supposed to be like, it was kind of like I can't talk about too much because like non-disclosure shit.
Oh, come on, man.
I know.
Ain't nobody gonna listen to this but the internet.
If it's out there and they find me and they're like, this motherfucker, I told him not to do that. I wonder how much they could sue me for.
25 cents.
I don't think that's
unless
a
you
legitimate
signed
answer.
a piece of paper.
I definitely signed a piece of paper.
Then all the money.
They take my house. They take my cat.
They take your shoes.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them.
No more shoes ever.
I like shoes. They're like, if that was in the contract, if you fuck this up, we will take every pair of your shoes ever made.
You are never allowed to purchase another pair of shoes. You must walk barefoot for the rest of thine days.
I mean, the hobbits did it, and it was okay.
Yeah, but their feet were designed to do that.
Oh, you were telling me you're going to pick up Shadow of Mordor tonight?
Shadow of War, sucker.
Whatever. It's a Shadow of War.
I don't go to the store anymore for video games.
Oh, yeah, digital.
I'm digital as fuck. That shit's been sitting on my hard drive since, like June 19th.
Oh, really?
Ready to go. Oh, yeah.
Damn, you ordered that a long time ago.
Dude, I want it when it was announced.
I remember watching the trailer, and I was like, oh, that looks fun. That'll come out eventually, and it's already here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've had a raging hard-on for this game since it was announced. Let me just tell you, my wife hates video games.
Yeah.
This trailer dropped.
And she was like, yes.
I was like, babe, get your ass in here. We gotta watch a trailer. And she's thinking I'm talking some movie trailer.
Of course.
And it comes up and it's like Warner Brothers. And she's like, ooh, what's coming from Warner Brothers? And then she starts seeing the like Monolith games and all that. And she's like, what is this? And then she turns and looks at me once she sees what it is and just gives me the most death-like stare ever. Like, are you fucking serious? You're making me watch a trailer for a video game with you?
But it's Lord of the Rings.
That's what I said. I was like, what is my favorite franchise ever that is non-superhero related? Lord of the Rings. And I was like, thank you.
Dude, that sounds like some resentment. Yeah, probably. A little bit of both.
Let's go with that. She's just jealous of the time we played Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit, and I won that thing in like 30 minutes.
Did you really?
I did. You cannot win a game of Trivial Pursuit in 30 minutes.
Not that I've ever heard of. No,
that's
not
like a multi-hour game.
Wow.
It was like my turn the entire time.
You're like, okay, next. I got this.
Pretty much.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm stoked. I'm going to be playing it all day tomorrow. She already knows she's got the kid like all day tomorrow.
Oh.
It's gonna be great.
I have a lot of video games. I was gonna buy that one, but there's so many other things coming out. Like I pre-ordered 2K WWE 2K18, so you get 4 days early. Because of course I got to do that, son. And then my brother-in-law Joey put down $30 so we could buy the Fractured Butthole South Park game.
That is the best name for a video game ever.
I agree.
The Fractured Butthole.
Does
that sound painful?
It does. But like if you just look at it normally, you're like, that's a cool name, and then you realize like it's the Fractured Butthole, and you're like, oh.
So I heard a story about that.
Yeah.
They were looking for ways to actually put the word butthole in the title, and nobody would use it if it had the word butthole
of
or
course.
put it on their shelves. So they kind of snuck around it and incorporated it into the storyline of the video game, which is pretty cool.
I love when we were little and they used to have ones like Seymour Butts.
Yes.
Those were just the greatest.
Basically every Simpsons phone prank.
Yeah.
Ever.
It was on Cow and Chicken, too, randomly.
Cow and Chicken was fantastic.
I miss, 90s cartoons. I always bring that up like on every podcast. I'm just like, I miss them. It's crazy. Did you see the Hey Arnold movie trailer?
No, but I wasn't a big Hey Arnold fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when that was out, I was more on the Cartoon Network side of things.
I feel
with
that.
Your Cow and Chickens, your Johnny Bravos, all that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because I'm demented.
Yeah. It's weird to watch cartoons now and you like look at kids' cartoons and they're so different. And some of them still do a good job of maintaining a little bit of that like dementedness, but the most time they're just super colorful and happy.
Yeah, tell me about it. My daughter has control of the TV. Even though she's like 2, she gets control of the TV every morning until it's nap time. And then after that, it's mommy and daddy's turn.
I think that's good.
So it's Disney Junior.
All day, every day?
All day, every day. And dude, oh my gosh, there's one of them shows on there. There's a new Disney princess.
Is it the Hispanic one?
Yes.
What's her name? Florentina? Or
Elena.
Oh, yeah. I got that.
That show's fantastic.
Is it really?
Oh my god. So the way Disney does their new releases on like their junior shows is stupid. It's like 2 new episodes for whatever shows they've got going on, like 1 episode for this show, 1 episode for this show, like every 3 weeks. So
oh my god.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like when it's a new season or something, then they'll like rapid fire them, like if it's a new series, but then it's slowed down.
Yeah.
So they just ended the first season of this Elena of Avalor show like last week.
Oh, okay.
Season 2 starts next week.
What? So it's like wrestling.
That's how staggered it is, though. Yeah. So the season finale came out, and I knew it was out. And I was driving home from work one night, and called up my wife, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And she goes, "Oh, nothing. We're just watching the new episode of Elena." And I cussed her out over the phone. I'm like, "Are you fucking watching that shit without me? How dare you? How dare you?"
Man.
Oh, it was awful.
I had no idea. So mad. You felt so passionate.
Dude, it's a freaking fantastic show. It like pulls in all the like the Latin myths and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
So in addition to being fantastic learning material for developing minds with great life lessons like don't destroy nature and stuff like that, you're getting some backstory on
So they do like stuff with the El Chupacabra and Dia de los Muertos and stuff like that?
Not Chupacabra.
Oh.
Dia de los Muertos, they did a whole episode on, which was cool. Awesome. They did a whole episode on Navidad. That episode was fantastic.
Feliz Navidad.
They do like ancient Mayan ruins and stuff like that. It's wow.
That's a lot.
Who knew? I really want to watch the show now. And the music is addictive too.
Oh my god.
Like you'd think this weekly 30-minute Disney show would just have throwaway music, but there's some of these songs that I hear them and they're stuck in my head for weeks.
Really?
Yes, like I try to sleep and I hear the song. And it's like,
ingrained
it drives
in your
me
brain.
crazy. Oh my god, it's the worst earworm ever. Because it's not like it's a bad song that's stuck in your ear, it's a good song that's stuck in your ear.
I like it when they pull out good songs on shows and you're like, how did that happen?
Right?
That was very unexpected.
Right? Oh my god.
Even though you clearly discussed your disdain for Teen Titans Go before the show started.
I hate you for liking that show.
Dude, it's so great. I know you gave it 5 chances. You got to give it 5 more.
No.
and I will handpick the episodes, and it will
No.
deliver them to you
No.
with a mixtape of all the good songs on it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Dude, they have the best songs on that show.
No.
Yes.
No.
Now.
That's how my daughter says no, by the way. No.
Really?
Yes.
Does she look you dead in the eye like that too?
She looks me dead in the eye. No. Shakes her head.
Do you know I never thought I'd concern myself with like TV ratings, but like so I bought some cartoons for my wife's like sister's baby. I guess he's not a baby now, but
That
he's
would
like,
be your nephew.
that was a lot of words to say, huh?
That was your nephew, yes.
My nephew.
There you go.
Nephew-in-law?
Just nephew.
I don't have to say in-law?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, my nephew. So I bought a DVD for him, and I had to look at the age range because, like, I never thought of that stuff before. And little cartoons you would think are like, oh, this is okay for every kid. Then you start watching little things about it, and you're like, I don't think I should show them that. It's a very weird feeling, and I guess that's eventually going to go full force when I eventually have kids.
Yeah,
But
it's terrible when it comes to watching movies and watching our shows at home
yeah,
because we can't watch anything while she's awake, while our daughter's awake.
because that'll infect her mind.
Exactly. So we bought Wonder Woman on Blu-ray when it came out.
Hell yeah, you did. So did I.
We finally got a chance to watch it today.
Mm.
And that movie's still fantastic, but it's like watching it and it's like I'm kind of trying to figure out the right age to introduce these kind of superhero movies to my daughter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a few years
For sure.
It's gonna be a while.
Because even if you get, like, let's say you find one that's not super violent, then you're still going to have ones with cuss words in it.
I mean, the only one that there are ones I would really want to introduce her to, like, within a year or so, or the old Supermans, like Adam West Batman, because it's so over the top ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think she'd
Rest
love
in
it.
peace. Mm. R.I.P. Adam Wee.
You are crazy, dude.
Dude, I love Adam West.
Adam Wee.
Adam Wee, yeah.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee.
See, that was the most perfect R.I.P. It was great. I was not even thinking of that, so that's funny that you remembered that.
Yeah. Family Guy's great.
So I heard they have a whole episode they made dedicated to, like, him. I don't know if it aired or not because I don't really watch Family Guy anymore.
No, there's only been one episode of the season out that I've seen, and he was in it, but he was only in it for like 30 seconds. If that.
Oh, really?
The whole first episode of the season, it was called the Emmy-winning episode, and they were doing everything they could to try to get an Emmy. They were spoofing this show, spoofing that show.
Really?
Yeah. So when they were spoofing Breaking Bad, Cleveland was slinging drugs on the side of the road.
Oh my god.
And Adam West pulls up to try to get some drugs. It was fantastic.
Sounds like him. What a man. Like, that dude had such a great sense of humor.
He did. God rest his soul.
Did that new one come out that he did that was the animated old version of the Batman Cape Crusader one?
You mean the second one?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I haven't seen it on shelves yet.
I want to buy it.
But I don't go to the stores anymore.
Yeah, as you said, Mr. Digital. You should. It's quite a thrill.
No, I still buy my movies like physical media, but I don't get to go shop so much anymore.
Yeah, I feel you.
That makes sense.
I mean, a lot of the stuff, like especially Best Buy, I used to get a big thrill going in there, and they've shrunk the DVD, CD section
Right?
to like 1 or 2 rows. Like, it used to be 6 rows.
Dude, it's even smaller than that now. They like shoved it in the corner of the store.
Yeah, that's true, huh? It's over by like the video game section.
Yeah, so I went in there to go buy freaking Wonder Woman, and then hold my daughter's hand, and we're all skipping because we always walk down the Disney aisle when it's there, and we're looking, and we're like, what the fuck are the movies?
Hidden away.
And so I had to ask somebody. I was like, so where are the movies?
Yeah.
And he kind of like looks at me and he goes, like, really? You're here to buy movies? You're not here to buy a cell phone?
Oh my
You're not
God.
here to buy a TV? Like, no, I'm here to buy a motherfucking movie, you ass.
They shouldn't be so surprised. People used to wait outside on Tuesday morning for movies.
Right? And you know what he does? He doesn't say shit. He points.
No way.
He's like, you asshole.
I hate pointers. Like, use your voice.
So I go back there and they're not even done rearranging everything yet. They still got like shit out on like pallets.
Yeah.
For putting things up. So I haven't been there since they hopefully supposedly finished the way it looks. But like you couldn't get down some of the aisles.
I think we went on the same day. If you went on the day that Wonder Woman came out,
We did.
that's hella funny.
We did.
Because everything you're describing, I'm like, yep, what definitely happened.
Like, and you probably had the same feeling I did. Like, what the fuck are we coming to?
Yeah, the digital age, man. And you know what's weird is, so I'm super picky, and I like to buy Blu-rays when they have the steel book case or steel case book, whatever you call it. And I can never find them anymore. Like, I'll go after work on Tuesday, and they're out.
Yep.
I'm like, how many did you get? Like 2?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh God, that's so sickening. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to order online because who does that?
Basically everybody else in the world.
Shut up. I don't like everybody else.
You like me.
I love you, but
Aw, thanks.
but you're not online. You're easily, well, I wouldn't say you're easily accessible. You're accessible sometimes at some points when
I'm
we both are free.
accessible when there's obsessive planning.
Oh yeah. Hey, nothing wrong with a little planning.
This is true.
Actually, I should probably look at my agenda. Because you know me and you will just ramble for like 5 hours.
That's true.
So what do you feel like starting with? You feel like some heroes? You feel like some headlocks? You feel like some pop culture-y stuff? What do you want?
I feel like there was a very important event that happened yesterday that I feel like we need to discuss.
What would that be?
You wouldn't happen to be discussing Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, I think we would be discussing that. So
Okay.
wrestling it is.
Okay, cool. We're on the same page.
So I did not do a contest yesterday because I did not want hot sauce, and thank the Lord, because that
I'm better than you.
Yeah, because you are definitely better than me. So coming in at number 1, we have JD with 7 out of 8 predictions correct. Ding ding ding.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in number 2, lonesome number 2. Anthony with 5 out of 8.
You're terrible at this game, dude.
Hey, that first month, I rocked it. Rocked it.
Dude, I think the first one I ever entered in with you was Night of Champions.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago.
And I got, like, every single one.
Yeah.
And you looked at me like, what the hell's wrong with you? What are you on? Are you in the room with the writers when they're doing this shit?
I think you just know.
I'm just fantastic at this game.
You're like the wrestling whisperer. What would you say overall? Decent show?
I think the beginning of the show,
Crap.
the end of the show was, like, amazing.
It was like an Oreo, but like the filling was really shitty.
Not all of the middle was shitty. Some of the middle was decent.
Decent.
Decent. I won't go as far as say good.
Or extraordinary.
It was decent.
Yeah, I'll give it decent.
Thank you.
So it's a decent filling
Yes.
and extraordinarily good cookies at the end.
Exactly. You got it.
Well, I'll just read over some of the what's the word?
Results?
Holy shit, yeah, the results. I'll go over some of the results, and we'll just talk about, see what your feelings were. Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin. Oh, I'm keeping that.
We are making up new wrestlers as we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Shelton Genji.
He's Irish.
We'll go Gable and Benjamin. That's a little easier for me to say. Versus the Hype Bros, and they defeated the Hype Bros.
Benjable.
That's
the name of their tag team.
What if it's like Lunchables?
I hope you're listening. Benjable.
You're about to get a full lunch in the form of a Benjable.
There you go. Yes.
You get your Capri Sun. You get your fucking cookie.
No, you got to go back like old school when they did the like shitty colas and Lunchables.
Oh my god, I love the shitty colas.
Yes.
Dude, that was a long time
Oh
ago.
hell yeah.
Wow,
We're old as fuck.
You're bringing me back on the Lunchable train. Have you seen Lunchables nowadays?
Yeah, they suck.
I know.
My wife gets them sometimes for herself.
When there's desperation.
Yes.
You're like, nothing else? Get a
Like, I'll just
Lunchable.
get a fucking cup noodles instead, dude.
Oh yeah, cup noodles all day.
A
Or
cup of sodium soup.
do you know at work everybody gives me shit because I usually bring like a frozen meal like every day. Just because it's easy. Sometimes Chanel cooks when it's not hot, and we're like, okay, cool. My manager always gave me shit, and he told me that I was going to die of cancer, like straight up. And so then a few weeks ago, he was telling me he had a dream, and he's like, oh my God, I had a dream that you actually had cancer, and you just kept calling out of work, and I just thought you were bullshitting. And then I asked somebody else, and he's like, oh no, he's going to chemo right now. I was like, why would you have a dream about that?
Does your manager still have a hard-on for you?
They all do. They're just like, ooh, Mr. Techie Man, save me. But anyway, off subject. What'd you think of that match?
That was the one match I didn't get to watch.
Oh, because it was pre-show?
Pre-show, and as you know, I had to work yesterday, so I didn't get to watch the pay-per-view until late.
Yeah.
I think I started it at like 7 o'clock.
Oh.
So I said, screw the pre-show. I already knew who was going to win, so
Yeah.
there's no reason to watch that.
It was decent. It wasn't, like, great. I think that, like, I was expecting the Hype Bros were finally going to break up because, you know, they've been, like, teetering with that for a while.
Yeah, but they wouldn't throw something like that away on a pre-show.
They've thrown worse away on a pre-show.
But on a B show?
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah.
If it's like...
it's like Mania. Yeah, they'll do something on the pre-show. The pre-show.
The pre-show.
The pre-show. Wrestling, the new religion.
We are gathered here today to say thank you, old Vince McMahon.
Peace be to Vinny. And
Peace
also
be
with
to
Shane.
Yeah, because they both fucked up right now. We're getting ahead of schedule.
Sorry.
My favorite match of the night, tag team championship Hell in a Cell, Usos versus the New Day, and the Usos friggin' got their title back.
Yeah, that was my one misfire on the predictions there.
Yeah, which isn't
I didn't
bad.
see it coming.
No, I was like, the New Day just won it back.
Yeah.
And they just lost it.
They're doing what they did with the Raw Women's Championship when that first
hot
came out.
potato?
Hot potato.
So everybody can rack up their numbers and be like, I'm a 17-time champion. Only I lost it in 18 days.
I really hope when New Day gets the belt back and they're doing the intro, that Big E does 5-time. That would be fantastic.
If he does, I'll lose my shit. And Booker's going to be like, I'm coming for you.
Dude, you're right. That wasn't just match of the night. That may have been match of the year so far.
It was so... It not to steal someone's word, it was phenomenal.
It really was.
Hot damn.
I was watching that. Like, this is before my wife and the kid went to bed, and I got home and my wife already knew this was going on the TV. I will be taking my dinner in the den, so to speak. So I'm sitting there and I'm eating my tacos, and my wife and the kid are at the dining room table, and I'm not touching my food.
Because you're just in awe.
Like, my wife had to walk over and check on me and see if I was okay, because I was, like, slack-jawed staring at the screen.
It was intense.
Oh, my God.
My favorite parts of the match were... I love the ending. I thought that was really cool with the Uso crazy on the chair while Xavier was handcuffed. The fact that he was fighting back even though his handcuff was crazy. He's like, headbutt!
Basically.
And then Kofi... I feel like Kofi should have tried to do more, but, you know, you're you know...
He didn't have no freaking chain breakers to go into the cage. That would have been great.
That would have been so great.
I'm a little upset they locked him out.
Yeah, I know. Well,
That
at least leave him in.
off.
So he just has to stare at the sadness.
Basically.
And I figure, like, if they were leaning up against the cage, he would, like, kick it.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't do that.
No.
That spear, though, that Big E did through the ropes. Oh.
Brutal.
Oh, I love brutal stuff. And that was brutal.
The freaking slam into the backstabber.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the spot of the night for me.
I didn't see that coming either. And, like, I didn't really even comprehend it until I saw the replay because Xavier really, like, slid in there last possible second.
Yeah, that
like,
took
damn.
some... I don't know if they practiced that spot.
Definitely not.
Oh, my God, it was awesome. Like,
Can't practice
my
that.
back hurt after watching that.
And my knees hurt after that,
good
too.
Lord, dude.
Because he went, like, blah, right on his knees. Like that.
Like, legitly out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It was a very good match, so I was very happy with it.
Everything about it. There was not a slow spot in that match. Like, the beginning, they had the comedy that New Day is known for with Francesca's 2, 3, 4 through 36.
Holy crap, that was great.
I've never seen a trombone used as a weapon in a Hell in a Cell match.
Or a cowbell.
Or a cowbell.
Or a cymbal. Or was that a cymbal?
That was more a gong.
Yeah, it was a gong, huh?
What the hell did he say when he hit that gong before he smashed
He was on fire. Every line he said he was on fire with. I was like, this is perfect.
It would have been fantastic if he said something along the lines like, bow to me, bong.
Oh my God. And Uso sold it so well. Like, every time he got hit by something, he was like, oh, for like 10 minutes on the ground.
That brings up the question, though. Because, like, isn't Hell in a Cell usually, like, a feud ender?
I thought it was.
Because if you think about it, like, if this is supposed to be the end of the feud, what other tag team on SmackDown is at that level?
I don't know. A new one that may have just formed last night, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The one we all knew was going to happen, Baron Corbin. Yes, we call him Boren. Versus AJ and Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, I knew he was going to win somehow, even before it was a triple threat, via shenanigans or via something.
Yeah.
Just because now it can after AJ loses his rematch, he can go to the
world title pick and face off against Shinsuke when Shinsuke wins.
Exactly.
Oh god, that's good. That's going to be the feud of the year.
That should be the Mania main event.
I was kind of thinking that too.
But it won't be because Lesnar is a thing.
And Lesnar versus Roman part 800 is probably going to happen.
Probably.
Or Shield versus anti-Shield or something.
Shield versus Lesnar, and Lesnar kills them all.
I would love that as if they had a fatal 4-way again, because I just love fatal 4-ways. So good.
I'm drooling a little. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry.
I know, it's okay. I feel eventually they should give Ty a friggin' belt. They probably will never, because he's like legitimately like a Fandango or a Tyler Breeze.
He's a one-trick pony.
But I love him.
It's a fantastic trick.
His one trick is like great.
But it'll get old. Like wanna do 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 do. Do you remember when Fandango came out, like I think it was the night he got really popular, and then he's like, everyone's singing my song, and then the next week everybody literally stopped doing it. We're like, well, that was literally flavor of the week. That was so shitty. That was the best moment, or one of the best moments of that Mania.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The whole freaking stadium.
I felt so bad for Jericho, man.
Yeah, you had to put that bastard over.
And then he won against AJ the next year, so I guess he kind of made it up.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I still don't understand. I was like, oh, for sure. That was one I'm sure every single person got wrong.
Yeah, I've gotten that one wrong.
I was like, there's no way AJ's not going to win.
Right.
And then friggin' Jericho's stupid old ass.
Freaking Jerry Dad, dude.
Speaking of which, everybody go buy Fozzie's new album, Judas, out this week. Shout out to my my non-promotional Fozzie record.
I can't even right now, dude.
Dude, it's hella good. Have you listened to it?
No, because I don't listen to the tunes.
Oh, you should listen to the tunes.
I listen to the same shit I listened to in high school, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like new stuff.
Oh, I did not know that. Well, so have we ever had a music conversation?
Probably not.
Well, this is as good as time as any. We'll come back to the wrestling in a second. So, what's your poison?
I like that anti-establishment punk music.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never took you for that.
Yeah.
Holy crap, have we never listened to music together?
We've never listened to music together. I feel music is more of a personal experience, though.
Oh, I get you.
Like, when I'm driving to work, I got my Pandora on, and I'm listening to music, and it's just me, the music, and the 3,000 other people on the road.
Yeah.
So, that's my moment of zen. That's what keeps me from going off on the assholes who don't know how to drive.
Unless you're listening to angry music.
And, dude, what's crazy is, I'll hear a song that I legitimately have not listened to since my junior year of high school, and I still remember the words.
Isn't that a weird thing?
That's amazing.
Nostalgia, man.
Oh my god.
That stuff just stays with you, especially if it's something you listen to probably on repeat when we had CD players.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this is the best song ever!
Yeah, it's like the anti-establishment punk. I listen to the emo rock and shit like that, like Evanescence.
Oh yeah. Evanescence is still good. You hear they come out with new shit?
Oh, it's the only new shit I listen to.
You're like, it's old shit, but it's new.
And when System of a Down does new stuff, I'll listen to that.
So who's your favorite artist / band?
It's a toss-up for me between Blink-182 and Green Day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yup. The best concert I've ever been to was Blink-182's reunion tour.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my god, it was fantastic. They took Travis Barker's whole like drum setup, like lifted it, like he was going up in the air, and then it turned to where like he was looking straight at the ground, and it started swinging like a pendulum, and he's just going off on this drum solo, dude.
Did they have him like strapped in?
No, he was completely free from everything. He would have fallen on his face if he wasn't strapped in,
Shut
dumbass.
up. It's a valid question.
Of course he was strapped in.
I didn't know how prepared they were.
They weren't going to kill him.
Well, if it's the farewell tour or the reunion tour, whatever.
If it's the farewell tour, then yes, the last show they don't strap him in.
He's like, fare thee well, world. And he's out.
It's terrible.
I know. That's cool, though. I like Blink. They were like... Would you dare to say they were probably one of the biggest bands of the like early 2000s?
Of their time, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And then Green Day hit their stride,
Yeah.
I think, when Blink-182 started going down a little bit in the mainstream.
I remember like friggin' Green Day had like 4 songs on the radio at one time. You're like, how is this possible?
It was all from the same album. It was like the first 4 songs on the CD too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How often does that happen?
Not
We're
very
just gonna
often.
release all of our singles, and it's just gonna go down the track list.
What voice was that?
I don't even know, but it was fantastic.
I've never heard it before. It gets me kind of giddy, I'm not going to lie.
I'm full of surprises.
At least it doesn't make your pants... What did you say last time on the podcast?
Made
You're
my
like,
pants tight.
that's right. But like literally everything was making your pants tight.
That's true. That's true.
You're just a happy, giddy person.
I really am.
Okay. I sidetracked enough. Man, this is literally going to be like all over the place, like wrestling 20 minutes later. Okay, we'll talk about more wrestling. It's fine.
This might be a wrestling-only podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I have other sections, I swear, but
We're not going to get to them.
no. So one I got wrong and you got right, because of course you're better, is Randy Orton versus Rusev. I know you said I should have got it right.
Yeah, you should have, because WWE hates Rusev.
Which doesn't... I mean, I don't like Rusev either. I know you're like, ooh, Bulgarian bull. Mm.
So you know why they don't like him, right?
Because didn't he try to get out of his contract?
Well, but they haven't liked him for longer than that.
Wait, don't tell me. Is it because of the whole marriage thing with Lana?
Ding, ding, ding.
And how they like publicly announced it when they were doing the storyline?
Yes!
Yeah.
Kayfabe is not dead.
It's dead. Rusev, I am with Ziggler, but now I am with you, and we are
Rusev
married.
is a real man. Rusev has more manhood than you ever will.
Rusev Machka.
I miss that. I miss Lana and him together.
Yeah, and
her
she's not...
pointing, Rusev, crotch!
And they like do nothing now.
I know.
Like individually, they're worse off than they were together.
This is true.
At least she got to wear cool little business outfits and like taunt the other men.
Dude, she was fucking hot in that business outfit.
I know.
I hate whatever the fuck they made her wear for her wrestling debut.
With her stupid like jazz dance on the chair.
So bad.
I don't know what they were thinking.
So bad.
She makes me sad inside.
Yeah.
Total Divas will be good though.
I still don't understand how you can watch that show, dude.
It's so juicy. You don't even understand.
I was able to understand for a little bit, and then they changed it up, and now I don't watch it anymore.
Oh, well, this season's going to have Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and...
I can't have my perception of Alexa Bliss shattered by reality TV.
Yeah, I don't want my favorite female wrestler to get screwed up, because she will.
She's my favorite. I love her.
She's so good.
She's so tiny.
I bet against her, and I felt really bad.
Never bet against Bliss until she goes up against Asuka.
Or legitimately goes up against Nia Jax.
There you go. Yeah, never bet against her.
Damn. I totally bet against her. I think I bet on Bailey just because I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect setup for the Sasha Bailey fight.
No, if it's a what the fuck they call it, a fatal 5-way or something stupid along those lines.
Yeah.
Anytime it's like that, if it's a heel champion, the heel champion's coming out.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Because they can totally just sneak the win.
Which they did.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was
just
happy about it.
Dude, completely off topic.
Mm-hmm.
I love how nobody's ever kicked out of her DDT.
That's true.
Yes, it's fantastic.
That's very true.
Bam!
Wow. That's a good point.
There's only like a couple of people I
Yeah.
think that nobody's kicked out of their finisher. Alexa Bliss. I don't think anybody's ever kicked out of Dirty Deeds. No, seriously, you're gonna have to think.
He never did it to Lesnar, right?
No, he never hit Lesnar with it.
Because their match was like all like kendo sticks and chairs and shit.
And then NF5 onto chairs.
Oh yeah, that was done.
Nobody's kicked out of Dirty Deeds.
Not even the Miz.
No. Miz
That's
gets
true.
hit.
It's usually the setup for it, but then the actual execution, I don't think anybody's kicked out of.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's. Did he fight? He didn't fight Braun Strowman.
No.
I'm just thinking of all these people. I'm like, maybe I don't know.
No, anybody he's hit it on, he has pinned immediately following.
That's kind of crazy.
It's like, I don't know why his finish is protected so well.
And John Cena's isn't.
He
He
did
did-
a transition move at this point.
He did like 3, and then Roman Reigns was like, "I'm still up." You're like, "What? No!"
I'm still Roman Reigns. I can't be beaten.
That match depressed me.
Really did.
Did you know Roman was going to win that, or did you like know he was?
I had a feeling he was gonna win since Cena got announced as going to film the Transformers spinoff.
Bumblebee.
So it's like, well, he can't win and then disappear.
I would be okay with that.
No.
It's like, I'll be back.
That's the old school wrestling mentality, though. If you're going away or
You
you're
lose.
going away for a while, you put somebody over. Why it's got to be Roman's stupid Reigns, I'll never know.
And that feud was hot. That was like, that was
bad.
white hot.
That was badass.
Oh.
No, it's like, see, I'm torn against Roman Reigns because if you watch his matches, especially his recent ones, except for the WrestleMania match, they're usually pretty decent.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a good worker and he's a really good seller.
I'll give him that.
But the way that he's been shoved down our throats is why I don't care for him too much.
Well, Shield reunion will fix all that, right?
No.
Worked the first time.
No, it won't.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
It really won't.
I really hate it very much.
Speaking of Shield reunion, they did something on WWE Network that I need to go back and watch if it's up.
What is it?
They had Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose watch their Hell in a Cell match they had against each other.
I've heard about
and
that.
commentate it.
I heard it was great.
I need to watch this.
We will find it.
Yes.
And we will definitely do that because that sounds amazing.
They hated each other so much.
You know they're just going to giggle the whole time. Is that the one where Bray Wyatt came out at the end and like
Yes.
with the hologram in the middle of the ring?
Yes.
Dude, I remember
That
that.
the screen was black for like 5 minutes because they couldn't get the shit to work.
They're like, goddamn hologram.
Stupid Tupac messing it up.
That was the weirdest thing, and Dean Ambrose was like, what is that? Because we didn't know either.
Like, what the fuck? And then Bray Wyatt showed up and he was like, I'm Bray Wyatt. I'm going to smash you. And then he smashed him.
Is that back in the day where like he lost? Oh wait, that's still now. What do you know? Let me infect your mind, man.
You know how much it depresses me that he cannot win a match?
Maybe he will his sister Abigail.
Who knows, dude?
If he comes out in a dress, oh my god.
I'm gonna die. I am legitimately gonna die. I'm gonna like harakiri right in my living room.
I don't know why they didn't do that thing that you and me watched on What Culture when they were talking about how somebody else was going to become Sister Abigail, like they were going to get Alexa Bliss or somebody to do it.
That would have been fantastic.
And I thought that would have been great. Like, oh, they got possessed and sacrificed to, for a while.
No, they wouldn't be possessed. He would think they were possessed, and she would roll with it because it got her the women's championship.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, but I like what they did with Bliss anyway.
Yeah, plus she's killing it.
And she's hot.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
And she's like so small I can put her in a suitcase and take her wherever I want.
You should hear Vinny every time we watch it. He's like, man, her ass is just eating those shorts. And I was like, and I'm like, God damn, Vinny.
He's like half your size, Vinny.
I know. Oh, yeah, she's got the best, like, facial reactions, though. You're just like, damn.
Her nose bothers me just a little bit. It's too narrow.
Certain angles.
It's like got the Michael Jackson look sometimes.
Yeah.
But other than that, man,
It's great. It's happy
fantastic.
time. Fantastic. So speaking of women,
Ooh, the ladies.
the only lady match on the card,
Shocker.
Charlotte versus Natalya. And not anywhere near their NXT match.
Oh, hell no.
Because that was classic. This was just boo-boo.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say boo-boo. It was a different style match than what was on the card. It was very grounded.
Oh, for sure.
Very technical based. Versus when the hell did that go on? What was before it? I forgot already. But you had to follow that amazing Hell in a Cell.
The match before was the triple threat.
Oh, yeah. You had to follow that, which was pretty much just a Baron Corbin exhibition.
It wasn't bad, but definitely following that comparatively, they had no chance.
It was just a very different style match.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I know you didn't like it. I could tell us by your facial expressions while you were saying, "Turn it in, Natalia."
And it was the only match that ended. I mean, other ones ended in shenanigans, but that one ended in okay, what was the point if you're just gonna double disqualify both of them?
Pretty much.
And I hated it. I was like, at least have a finite end, which I know they're like, oh, we can drag out the feud because that's what we love to do.
Pretty much.
But no.
I really wish they would use Natalia better.
Yeah.
She deserves better.
So did Naomi, and they kind of screwed her with her title reign, too.
Well, my understanding is she did something stupid backstage. Or no, it wasn't something stupid. That was JBL asked her before SummerSlam if she had anything special planned for her entrance. She said yes. WWE was having none of that. They're like, no, we weren't going to do anything special for your entrance.
Oh.
So then they had to scramble to do something, which they ended up barely doing anyway.
Yeah.
With just the jacket. But yeah, that pissed them off.
I bet.
Because they were gonna freaking make toy versions of the light up belt and sell millions of them.
I would have bought that.
But then she pissed them off.
That would have been sick. Get a neon belt.
You gonna be the women's champion?
Oh, you know it.
You gonna show up on Halloween as the women's champion?
I want to dress up like AJ Lee and come out to "Let's light it up, light it up," and I'll do my skip out to the floor
with your stomach showing.
Yep. My little car wash girl tuck around.
With half of your ass hanging out of your shorts.
I'll be like Alexa.
There you go.
It's perfect. Yeah, no, I was hoping at least that if Natalia won, Carmella would be like, "Look at me," and then she'd do it, but she didn't.
Yeah, I feel like the reason I didn't think Carmella would cash in is it would take away from the Hell in a Cell stuff.
Because there was already too much going on.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't pack that many surprises into a
B show.
Yeah. Which, that's weird that Hell in a Cell has become a B show.
I hate that it has a designated spot on the yearly calendar.
Yeah, instead of it being like, oh, this time on Armageddon, we got a Hell in a Cell match.
It's like a feud blow-off kind of deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one that makes sense is Elimination Chamber.
I love that one. That's my favorite.
TLC should not be a designated thing. That should just be every now and then, and it needs to be like a multi-person match.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it does.
One-on-one to just kind of
Exactly. But didn't they have one like way back in the day during the original brand split that was a Fatal 4-Way was the pay-per-view? They did. They had like 3 Fatal 4-Way matches, and the whole card was garbage.
It was really... That was the time that Alicia Fox won. And that was the time also when friggin' CM Punk had the luchador mask on because he got his head shaved. He didn't want anybody to see it.
Yes.
Well, okay, that was okay because didn't Rey Mysterio win that one, or did Kane win that one?
I don't remember.
That was a weird time.
That was the before times. In the long ago.
Before they kind of got their shit together, but not really. The majority of time.
At least they're focusing on the wrestling now instead of the stupid shenanigans.
Thank God. I do love the shenanigans, though.
Only occasionally.
Yeah.
Can we segue into Fashion Files real quick?
Yes. Let's talk about Fashion Files.
What the fuck is going on?
I watch that every time, and I'm excited and yet confused and then saddened all at the same time.
The opening shot on a toothless Cesaro, though, that said Tooth
was
Fairy.
Great. Tooth Fairy 3.
Yes. That was it.
Are you going to buy that shirt?
Probably not.
For those of you listening, there's a new Cesaro shirt out that says the Thwith Superman because he lost how many of his teeth? 2 or 3?
He lost a few.
They got shoved up into his gums, right?
Messed up, dude.
And that was at the last pay-per-view that I'm forgetting the name of. No Mercy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Woo! Yeah, that looked brutal though. I want that shirt, but it's a total throwaway shirt.
Just blood everywhere.
Yeah, so much blood. And I didn't really understand how
Matt Hardy was bleeding too.
I know, dude. For a pay-per-view that they're trying to get away from blood, right on with the blood.
Well, that's because it was real. Nobody bladed.
Yeah, not like Mr. McMahon did.
Do you remember blading?
I do.
Do you remember Eddie Guerrero's blade job?
Yeah, his was brutal, dude.
Oh my god! Like you can't. I can't watch that match anymore. I've become desensitized. Well, when we get to the main event, I'll discuss a little more about that.
Oh yeah. But I don't know if you listened to the show last week, but I was talking about Batista got fined $100,000 by Vince McMahon.
Because he bladed.
Yeah. And then Mr. McMahon's like, look at me, I got cut open.
He said, I'm an old man, and
With a
I
headbutt.
got old man blood dead on the floor.
Someone was like, well, what? He could bleed like that. I was like, yeah, you're telling me because he has old people skin that he gets headbutted once and just starts bleeding all over the place?
That headbutt looked brutal, though, dude.
It did. And
It looked so stiff.
Kevin Owens' hair is pretty stiff, too, so I'm sure that was like, spikes!
Kevin Owens is just stiff.
He's a stiff
In a
man.
good way.
Makes me stiff.
I'm glad it was you and not me.
I know.
You knew I was going that way, too, didn't you?
Oh, for sure.
You salty bastard.
I'm just going to really skip over this one because who really gives a shit? Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke. God damn it. Just end the Jinder. You're hindering Jinder.
Sounded like you just said, "end the ginger."
End that Jinder. Dude. Just...
Although, can I ask a question?
Oh, ask away.
Why did they let him win somewhat cleanly?
Yeah. I don't know.
With one coloss.
That's his one clean victory over anybody for a long time.
I honestly can't remember last time he won clean.
No. I know he faced Ty Dillinger and Sammy, and I don't remember if those were clean or not. I don't think they were.
Well, even if they were, they don't count because nobody cares about Sami Zayn anymore. And Ty Dillinger's just there.
Intrigue. Bobby Roode versus Ziggler.
Glorious!
So Matt finally saw Bobby Roode for the first time. I had to set it up pretty well. I was like, if you just think of like the most magnificent man ever, and I totally blew it out of proportion. Then he sees him and he's like, that's the guy? And I was like, yeah.
That's what he said. He says, that's the guy?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, he's great.
Really
he's like, what's happening? And I was like, oh, he's glorious. I was like, I don't know how to describe it other than he's glorious.
He really is.
And that I didn't get to see the glorious DDT, which depressed me.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Glorious DDT out of nowhere.
I really like his because it's like a lifted like DDT.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It looks painful.
Unless he can't get them up, because I've seen him fight some fat people before. And literally he's like, I'll get you a little off the floor. And then he just slams them.
Man, like, it wouldn't surprise me if he just started whispering there, like, you better jump, motherfucker, before he does it.
I need some air on this. Yeah, that match was cool. I think there's obviously going to be more.
I mean, it was the bathroom break match, though.
Yeah.
Poor Rude.
Poor Ziggler.
Poor guy.
First feud back after doing that shitty making fun of other people's gimmick thing.
Dude, and then his entrance. If you're gonna go with the no music, don't start with your fucking music and then do a freaking disc scratch before it shuts off.
But like a total like taped disc scratch, not even like a real one.
Yeah. Oh, that was so bad.
You know what I was hoping it was gonna do? Come out to Bobby Roode's thing with the jacket and everything. How friggin' amazing would that have been if you had Bobby Roode versus Bobby Roode type of thing?
That would have been great.
Maybe next pay-per-view? We'll see. No?
I don't think so.
You think it's done?
Well, I'm sure they'll have another match because of the shenanigans at the end of the match that happened, but both of these guys deserve so much more.
I know, especially Rude being new, and you're like, they did that with Shinsuke, and Shinsuke almost didn't recover.
Yeah.
Almost, which is really sad.
No, he technically hasn't recovered.
He did against John Cena and Randy Orton. Those were really good.
But he's in shitty fucking matches with Jinder Mahal.
The worst. He's become like...
I mean, so here's my take on it. I do not feel that Jinder Mahal is a terrible wrestler. He just has a very slow, methodical style.
It's very old school.
Yeah, and it doesn't mesh well with the strong style, or at least the tamed down strong style that WWE is letting Shinsuke
You mean
do.
medium style?
Yes. That is the perfect name for it. They just
I am
don't-
king of medium style.
They just don't mesh well at all. It's terrible.
It's really depressing.
Yeah, and the only person I can think that can make it look good is AJ Styles in the other corner.
Yeah. Oh. Have you seen their match before?
Yeah.
Oh my
Made
god.
my pants a little tight.
Yeah, that New Japan match was literally the creme de la creme. It was at, I think, Wrestle Kingdom 10 or something. It was like 2-3 years ago.
How
But
many Wrestle Kingdoms are there?
I don't think there's that many.
I feel like there should be only one Wrestle Kingdom.
Really?
Yes.
It's the WrestleMania though.
You don't give it a number.
Why? They give WrestleMania a number.
Your toy's going over your head, dude.
It's totally going over my head.
That's okay. Never mind.
No, tell me. It's the Remy Martin.
If I have to explain it, then it loses its punch.
No.
You said Wrestle Kingdom 10, so there's 10 different kingdoms of wrestling.
Oh, I get it. Hilarious. Yeah, that totally went over my head, and then it definitely lost its punch. I'm
The
sorry.
dad joke I had to explain. It's not so good.
Have you done any dad jokes lately? I've been not feeling the dad joke love.
Well, you know the reasons why there hasn't been a lot of ha-ha-has, but I did post one. I think it was a couple days ago.
Ooh,
You want to hear it? Because I'm
Yeah.
sure you haven't seen it.
I have not.
If a prisoner takes his own mugshot, it's called a selfie.
Oh, I actually saw that. I told somebody at work, and they're like, "That's not funny," and I was like, "That's hilarious. What are you talking about?"
Then there was a somewhat slightly obscene one that I posted a few days before that. Do you remember that one?
No,
About almond milk?
that sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Tell
Do
me.
you think it's called almond milk because nobody can say nut juice with a straight face?
Yes. Oh, I did. I was like, nut juice. That's great.
Did you share that with anybody? Or
Yeah.
no? Did anybody laugh at that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, because the word "nut's" funny. You literally got a potty humor joke laugh. Like that's
Without any curse words.
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that was great. I miss your dad jokes.
Yeah, you know why.
You got to have a lot of free time for dad jokes.
You really do.
You got to get the dad joke list. You got to like go, "Oh, today's dad joke number 37."
There was one I hit at work. Oh, it was fantastic.
Oh, really?
So my snack that I bring occasionally is I've just got sliced mushrooms and a little cup of ranch.
Oh,
And
that
I'll
sounds
sit-
amazing.
Right? And I'll sit there munching on it. And the dude who sits like diagonal to the right, like 2 people up from me, he turned and he looks at me. He goes, "Are you eating a fungus? Why are you eating a fungus?" And just without skipping a beat, I go, "Because it's because I'm such a fun guy." He was taking a sip of coffee and he legitimately spit the coffee out.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was great.
I'd be like, "I don't take no shiitake from you."
That's terrible.
What? Fun guy is better. It's pretty good.
Fun guy's awesome.
It's pretty good. I'm kind of mad, but whatever.
Dude, if you'd have been there, you'd have been rolling.
I'm sure I would have spit. I would have taken a drink just so I could also spit.
And I even got the gal who sits next to me on the other side of the aisle laughing, and she doesn't laugh at anything.
Really?
Oh, it was great.
That's pretty awesome.
It was great. And then the day went downhill, but that's a whole nother story.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about. Like we always say, like, "Oh, this is enough. We need part 2." We legitimately have to schedule a part 2. Main event time, boy. Moment we've all been waiting for. Shane O'Mac versus KO.
Oh.
What'd you think?
I think it was fantastic.
I'd give it a B.
I think the first 10 minutes sucked.
Yeah.
Everything after that was great.
Do you know how many times I waited for the top of the cell to cave in and it never did?
So that goes back to what I was talking about before.
Okay, lay it on me.
So we've become so just like desensitized to actual like craziness and wrestling with this PG era. Like Kevin Owens is climbing that cage And he gets up there and he looks like he's gonna jump, and I'm like, "Don't you fucking do it! You will die if you jump off that cage. You will die."
know.
And then Shane goes up there and they start slamming each other. And I'm like, "No, none of you can be Mick Foley right now. That cage is so much higher than it was back then.
Yeah,
and you know that ring's not reinforced. Somebody will die if that thing gives way." Like, I was legitimately stressed watching.
I was
last,
too.
like, 10
Every
minutes.
time they would throw like each other down, then the pop-up powerbomb, I'm like, this is it. He's going through. He's going through.
He's gonna die.
Well, in actuality, though, wouldn't it have been better for them to do that versus him jumping out onto the table again?
Not necessarily, no, because if he does the powerbomb through, you can't control the trajectory of your fall.
Oh, so you could probably break your neck, probably.
We could have had another Owen Hart situation.
I mean, that would have made the pay-per-view interesting. No,
Wow.
I'm totally joking. It was so good without it.
That was bad.
I know,
Well,
I'm
then
sorry.
what got me is, like, Kevin finally deciding to climb down the cage. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I know something's going to happen. This is like an almost 300-pound dude. He can't be falling from the top. He'll probably fall from about halfway down.
Yeah.
Which he did, and he fell onto the table. But the fact that the crowd was, like, booing him for going down.
You know, they literally combined both the spots from Shane's WrestleMania match and from the Hell in the Cell with Ambrose and Rollins. Literally, both of the big spots happened there.
Yep.
But it's funny you say that about the desensitized thing, because I can remember the Hell in the Cell between Ryback and CM Punk.
Yeah.
That whole time I was like, something crazy is going to happen. And I think that's the first time it registered that the PG era was around, because all that happened is that, you know, Heyman went up to the top, and then Ryback went up to the top, and he beat him with the kendo stick, and that was it. I was like, that's the most insane thing you're going to give me on a Hell in a Cell match? Mm-hmm. So I totally feel you on that. Like, disappointment is strong with those matches, unless you're like the New Day and Usos.
Yeah, but, like, seriously, we've gotten just so used to how things are now, though.
Yeah.
That those bumps look terrifying.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, that Shano one, even though he did it before, it still looks crazy every time he does it.
I don't know why he would willingly do that with his kids sitting at ringside, too. Which, okay, biggest detractor and taking you out of the moment, like, minute in that match. When Kevin Owens is, like, raking, I say that with air quotes, raking Shane's face across the cage. He's like, "Oh, is this your dad? Is this your dad?" And the camera turns to kids, and the kids are laughing.
Yeah, they're like, "Ha ha, daddy."
I was like, come on, man.
They must know Kevin Owens is funny.
No, they know it's fake.
Yeah, that
They
too.
know their dad's not really getting hurt until the end of the damn thing.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to land on
There's
a
no way.
table without getting fucked up.
And that impact was like, blah!
Dude,
Like,
he bounced.
he bounced. I think it was even better than the Undertaker one.
Yeah, it was.
But the timing of the finish, I could see Kevin start to stir a little bit, and like as soon as he got up, and then Sammy grabbed him. Speaking of which, why? Why, Sammy? Why?
Let's give Sammy something to do. I mean, to his credit, as an actor, he looked conflicted by what he did.
That's true. And he's a great seller, and he's a great wrestler. I love him.
He's just great.
But I'm hoping, if anything, this is good. This is a good move. Like, even if he's still a good guy, but he's just going against the grain because, like, he doesn't get opportunities.
No, I read something. I didn't. You can't hear when you're reading, dumbass. I read that it could be something, and was just someone speculating, that he, going into the storyline, into the characters, he thinks there's a little bit of good left in his buddy, and he does not want to see his buddy die.
So he's trying to, like, save him.
He's trying to save him to make him glorious.
That's pretty cool storyline.
Will WWE go that way? Track
Probably
record is
not.
showing no.
Sammy's gonna be like, "You never gave me opportunities. I hate you all."
You're fat and I'm not. I'm not fat. I'm husky.
He's husky, and dude, he is the any man's wrestler, not the every man's wrestler. He's the any man, because any man can do his shit.
Pretty much. Can I just say something though, dude?
Yeah.
I'm really glad we didn't do a hot sauce bet on this.
Yeah.
I've had bad experiences with spicy things.
Oh yeah. Let me know what, because you kind of hinted at it and I was like, don't tell me. I need to know on the podcast.
So what had happened was I was drunk as a skunk.
Of course,
when
how
this
these
happened.
things begin.
So when I worked at GameStop, every quarter when we had our employee meeting, we would then immediately afterwards go out and just get fucked up.
Riggedy wrecked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this was like maybe 2-3 months after Buffalo Wild Wings had opened up.
Ooh.
So we're over there. We're drinking beers,
Beers.
and we're having winks. And my wife was with us at this particular time, so she can testify to my stupidity and pain.
Oh, joy.
We were, ordering the wings, and I love their Asian zing, so I had
Asian thing is the
I had
best.
Asian zing wings.
Yeah.
And my coworker, who was sitting across from me with her husband, ordered mango habanero.
Oh no.
So I didn't hear what she ordered. I'm just eating my wings, and then she's like, "Oh my god, these are hot. These are really, really hot." So I go, "Well, what are they?" And she goes, "Oh, it's like this mango jalapeno." And me being completely shit-faced, like, I bet I could eat one of those wings.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, so you can guess what happened. I'm expecting a mildly spicy jalapeno.
You're like, mango. That's mango jalapeno. That sounds
That
great.
sounds like the sweet will cancel out the heat. No. The thing with a habanero spice is it sneaks up on you.
Yep.
It doesn't just kick you in the nuts. So I'm taking a bite. I like slammed that wing, dude. It was gone in like 2 seconds.
Is it like one of those cartoons where they put the full like chicken in their mouth and they pull it out and it's just the bone?
Yes, that is exactly what happened. And I'm just like, oh, this is good. And I swallow, and then it sneaks up on me. And
Starting to feel the burn.
I was already sweating because I was smashed. Fat guys like me like to sweat when we're drunk, right? So
It's just what you do.
exactly. So my face, according to my wife, turned beet red, and I'm like, I'm perspiring to degrees I don't perspire to unless I'm exercising, and my mouth is on fire, like tears are coming down my eyes. There's no waitress around because it's hella busy, so I can't get an emergency glass of milk. In my stupidity, I slammed the rest of my beer, which made it so much worse.
Oh my god.
Dude, I was suffering for like a half hour.
Oh, that sucks.
Like, legitimately suffering.
And that was off one.
That was off one mango habanero wing. So that habanero was cut, dude. I can't even imagine what you went through.
It was terrible.
I believe it.
I'm glad you saw it and listened to it.
It was painful.
I love that you listened to it and you heard the word video and you're like, I have to see it again, and you rewatched it but watched the video too.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just fast forwarded, and then it's like you had the video going where you were doing the setup. I'm like, no, I can't do the setup. Let me wait until the spoon's in his hand. So I'm like inching forward the YouTube slot, like little by little by little. Then I see you with the spoon in your hand. I'm like, oh, it's going down, motherfucker. And then anybody who didn't watch the YouTube one doesn't know how much self-control you had to not drink that damn milk. Because that shit was in your hand as soon as you popped that.
Oh
that
yeah,
hot
I was
sauce.
ready. I was ready.
Just cussing out your buddies. Like, you motherfuckers, I hate you. Can I have the milk? Can I have the milk? There's snot rolling down your nose, tears coming down your eyes.
I didn't realize I left the snot part in there because I watched it and I was like, oh shit, I'm picking my nose. What am I doing? I'm like, no, go away. Yeah, it was bad, dude. And we're upping it. Can you believe that?
Oh, good lord.
You ever watch any of the... Oh my god, the wing challenges that they have on YouTube?
Occasionally when I'm bored.
Yeah, they have some really good interviews on there. I would check them out. But we kind of found out a lot of the hot sauces from them. And then they came out with one of their own called The Last Dab. And it's literally like the highest thing on the Scoville scale. So I'm pretty scared. I think we're doing a drop of that because there's no way we're doing a spoonful. I'll die.
If there's doctor warnings on it, you should probably only do a drop.
Oh, yeah. You know, the sad part is I screw myself most of the time because I like it. I don't like it to be so far away where we know who the winner and the loser is going to be. I like to spice it up. So we'll change the rules every so often. And then I instantly regret it. I'm like, no, I should have just left it and won. Like, this is terrible. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that. If you ever want to participate, we'll figure out a different challenge.
Yeah, I won't do spicy again, dude.
Would you do did I mention the cereal one to you?
No. I don't like cereal to begin with, though.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh,
so
no.
you have to eat cereal, but it has to soak in water for like 10 minutes.
In water?
No milk.
Oh, God.
Yes, good. It's better than hot sauce.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, your stomach's not going to hate you as much.
Fucking soggy Frosted Flakes, dude.
I know. And it has to be the cereal that you hate the most.
I hate them all equally.
Yeah, I've never met someone that hates cereal.
I just don't like it.
Dude, on this day, not have I only found out that you love Green Day and Blink-182, but you also hate cereal.
I hate cereal.
My vision of you is just like transcending to something more beautiful than it ever was. Okay.
You know what you do when you do that challenge?
What?
Motherfucking Raisin Bran without the raisins.
Oh, God. That's the worst when it gets soggy.
There you go.
I also don't like mini wheats when they get super, super soggy.
Not even frosted, just regular mini wheats.
Yeah.
You cannot have anything sweet on them little motherfuckers.
Yeah, that would suck. That's just like eating.
I think I just wrote your challenge for you.
I think you did. It's going down.
2 scoops my ass, motherfucker. You ain't getting no raisins.
I love the raisins. That's what makes it bearable.
That's why you can't have them in the challenge.
So what other ones have they done on What Culture? Because I know you've watched a lot of them. I know one you said they legally had to change their name or something, right?
Yeah, that was work. So
shit.
They've done public shaming ones. So the
Like Game of Thrones shaming?
No, not so nude.
Oh.
But where they'd have to go out into a public place and karaoke to songs of the winner's choosing.
I would do that.
Oh, it's terrible though.
Of course, it's not meant to be good, hopefully.
They've done where they've had to make a top 10 video as to why the winner is awesome, coming from the loser.
I would do that.
They've done where the loser had to listen to Macho Man's rap album from beginning to end.
Oh my God. Yes.
They've done all kinds of shit, but they're not going to do anything like that anymore.
How come?
Because the 4 main guys on What Culture, including the guy who did the WTF moments, they've left.
No way.
They've left.
Why did they leave?
Don't know, but they're supposed to be starting their own thing in the next few weeks.
No way.
They left.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Those were like I think they got too corporate, and then they were probably like, out.
I think that's exactly what it is, because it sounded like the editors and producers just are awful people.
Yeah, I remember when, I think it was Adam posted a video saying like, oh, we're going to start trying to charge, but, we're going to still give you this content. We're just testing this out to see if people would actually do this. And everybody was like, nope, I'm done. Like, immediately.
That was the start of it.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And he's like, no, we're not charging. And we're like, no, you're charging. We know you're trickery.
Motherfucker.
That's really, that's cool. They're doing their own thing.
I'm excited to see what they come out with, because it is going to be the core 4 again. So
it's the KING.
So the last really good video I watched on that YouTube channel was after JBL stepped down from his announcing thing.
I bet he had a field day.
They did a tribute to John O'Clock. And it was basically every single John O'Clock he's ever said, back to back to back to back to back.
How long was the video?
It was 8 minutes. It was 8 minutes of, it's John O'Clock, motherfucker!
There's been some good ones, too.
Dude, there's been ones where he's attacked the camera and the camera's fallen over. And then there's ones where, they all actually went to the pay-per-view, and then he's recording the video, immediately after, and everybody's asleep, so he has to be like, it's John O'Clock, motherfucker.
For any of you that have not seen these videos, go watch the WTF moments on What Culture on YouTube. They are literally the highlights of my week. They were so great.
Well, they were.
They were.
Because they don't do them anymore.
They always got to run everything that's good in this world.
I know, right? Like Teen Titans.
I don't know what you're talking about. That shit's amazing.
There was a time when you agreed.
I was hardcore on your boat, and then I swam to shore and realized it was beautiful. And I was like, I don't need this shit.
Come back to my boat. We have $170 bottles of cognac.
Oh, that's a good boat.
But you left, motherfucker.
You might enjoy it if you were on the cognac watching it. I'm just saying.
No.
I swear to God, I'm going to find you an episode you like.
No. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Impossible.
Did you know they did one in the full cartoony way of the original Teen Titans?
Yeah, it's still terrible.
Did you see the one where it was Young Justice versus Teen Titans?
Yes, and it's terrible.
That was part of your 5 tries?
Yes.
Did you see the one most recently? They did the old school.
No, because I was given up.
You just make me sad inside. You know, I had a whole bunch of other stuff to talk about wrestling, but I think I'm going to skip it. Because we're already an hour and 10 minutes in.
Hooray!
So,
we're going to break the record for longest episode, folks.
Tune in next time. No, I'm joking. Just some stuff I was going to talk about, but I'll touch on later. Shield versus Miz Cesaro and Sheamus. I think that'll be interesting. I hope it ends immediately. Bray Wyatt dressed up as Sister Abigail and being stupid. I hope that ends immediately. Kalisto in the Cruiserweight division should have happened 15 fucking million years ago.
Should have happened when it was announced.
Enzo being a heel, whatever, it fits him. Jeff Hardy getting his shoulder surgery completed because he had a torn rotator cuff and a torn labrum.
You mean we're getting closer to woken Matt Hardy? Because they can't use broken Matt Hardy?
Is that official?
Well, you saw the video.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
It was fantastic. It's the little things I've missed. I remember the times of you and me, like... Did I tell you I watched our car one? I think I told you this.
No, you didn't.
I have it on the computer. I will show you.
Oh,
it's freaking good. But yeah, there was a time that me and JD were going to start a car podcast wrestling thing.
A car cast.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best name ever. Trademark it right now. Stamp. We're going to fucking use it sometime.
Chanel and me have one that we're doing too, but it's just strictly audio. And I thought it'd be cool if you call it, because she's like, oh, it's like we're doing a road trip podcast. And I'm like, oh, you mean a trip cast? And she's like, no, a road trip podcast. And I was like, but for short, roadcast, right? And she's like, no, just road trip podcast.
That ruins it.
I know. Carcast, though. That's ours.
Carcast is ours.
I'm going to have like 3. I'm like, welcome to the Carcast. Do you know Jeff Hardy's 40?
Yeah, they're old motherfuckers.
And he can still go at least a little bit.
Yeah, he can't go like he used to because, nature is a thing.
And like falling off of everything and literally breaking every bone in your body.
I'm sorry, but I think Shane McMahon is crazier than he is.
No way. You're telling me, well, okay, hold on. But Shane had a bigger gap of not doing stupid stuff.
But Shane kills himself every time he legitimately kills himself every time he's wrestled.
Can we talk about how beautiful that float over DDT on Kevin Owens was? Like,
looked like he'd been doing it for years.
I know, and everybody's like, you still got it. I'm like, yeah. Yes, you do. Moving on to Heroes. Because we spent an hour and 12 minutes on wrestling. Like you said, it was going to happen. You can say yay or nay if you don't want to talk about these things. One thing for sure we're doing is we're watching The Last Jedi trailer.
Yes.
You want to do that now? You want to just start off with it?
We can do that.
Yeah. It'll get us pumped, right?
Yes.
So time to pull up a video.
Wait, it should be up on the internet, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's up on the internet.
If it ain't up on the internet, I'm going to be mad. Why is it not in your top videos recommended?
Instead, wait, I think I see it. 1 hour ago. Yeah, it's definitely there. Okay, cool. Can you see it okay?
I can see it just fine, big sweetie.
Let's do this thing.
Biggie size. Shh.
When I found you,
No talking.
I saw raw, untamed power.
Is that General Snoke? Oh, I talk.
And beyond that, something truly special.
Oh my god.
Something in me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
I'm out.
Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
What the hell was that?
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
Oh, Phasma.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Dude. Oh my god, I'm so glad we watched that together. That was freaking great.
I got giddy. I got sad.
I know.
I'm.
I love that.
There's a part that made me mad.
What part?
I hate the design of those damn AT-ATs.
Yeah, I do too. That makes me sad.
We've given him an affectionate nickname at work.
What?
The Monkey Walker.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
I just hate their fists.
They look stupid.
It bothers me.
Rest of it though,
The
great.
re-
I have so many questions. Like,
I hope they don't do the fucking Force Awaken things. Like, oh, where'd you get that lightsaber? A good question for another time, because we couldn't be bothered to figure it out.
yeah, a bunch of bullshit.
If they do shit like that, I'm gonna lose it in the theater.
Do you?
I will legitimately yell out in the middle of the screening, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I feel like they can't get mad and say this is a rehash of another movie because it definitely doesn't look like it,
No, it really doesn't.
which is great. Oh, dude, I'm so happy.
They really am.
Oh, the
My-
fight scenes look great.
My wife doesn't nerd out very often.
You think she will?
She'll nerd out to this.
Yes! That's a job well done, man. Whew.
Why'd they make us wait so long, though, before this trailer?
That's true. Oh my god, it's out in like 2 months, huh?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's true.
We
What
had
it-
a teaser. And
Yeah.
then this.
Didn't they do a... no, I
No,
feel like they
they've done
released the other
nothing.
one. No, they didn't.
They've said, here are the toys. What that's based on the things.
The thing on the thing that happened that one time.
That last shot, though, dude.
Yeah, oh
I
my
need someone to
god.
help me through all this, and then freaking Kylo Ren extends his hand.
Wait, this better still be on. Are you recording?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
Have we been talking for hours and nothing's been recorded?
Oh, wait, no, that's the right one. I was on the wrong file. I was like, no.
Editing.
I know, that would be my life. Yeah, that was great. Good. Well, that's one thing out of the way. What else they got in the little paper? Oh, I found out something in an article today that they said Rogue One and New Hope take literally an hour apart from each other.
Yeah, I saw that too, and it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, like perfect sense.
How fast did Vader get back to the bridge of his freaking thing and then said, let's go?
He's Vader. He can do what he
He can
wants.
fucking teleport if he wants to.
Do you think we might get some like ghost James Earl Jones in this next movie?
No, I feel like they would go ghost Hayden Christensen.
Oh God.
Dude, they retconned it to where that's his Force ghost is Hayden Christensen.
Why is it over the years that they always fuck with the Star Wars movies?
Because that's what George Lucas is known for.
Fucking with things that need to just be left alone.
I just want to touch it so it looks better.
Yeah, because of adding that one scene in A New Hope where Han's talking to Jabba and he looks like shit.
Oh, the terrible CGI.
I know. I remember when that came out and I was like, oh. And it's so obviously out of place too, where they'll do like the little scenes where you see like the whole city and you're just like, this is shitty. This is added in like way after it's supposed to be.
Now, when we were younger, though, some of it was cool.
Oh, it was great.
When they're going up to Mos Eisley and then the camera pans back and you see how big it is. That looked cool.
I agree.
Now, these changes they made to the original Blu-ray release, though, I'm not a fan of.
Nope.
I mean, blinking Ewoks, I mean, I guess make them look more realistic instead of a midget in a suit. But
Yep.
Vader, no.
No.
No. No. It was so much better when it was Silent Defiance.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I don't... That's just depressing. Why are they going to change these things?
He did do some changes to episode 1 that I appreciated.
Did he?
They made the pod race sing longer.
Really?
Yeah, like if you go back and watch, you got to force yourself to watch it because it's episode 1.
Hey, it has some moments of greatness in there.
But if you're able to get through to the pod race scene, yeah, they added some bits to it.
Wow.
And it makes it so much more epic than it already was.
I will have to look at that.
Yeah, you will.
I guess it's been a while. No, I watched episode 1 like last year.
There's like they put like a subplot in there.
Really?
Yeah, like there's the dude. There's one dude. It kept going back to the guy whose pod stalled,
Oh, okay.
and it was hilarious.
I love that guy. That guy gets screwed immediately.
But yeah, dude, they introduce a lot more of the racers before they actually get going, and you see a lot more actually of them before they all die because Sebulba's an asshole.
Sebulba's the best.
Sebulba's an asshole.
He's
And then he
great.
just portal
when he loses, portal.
and he gets so mad about it, and it's like, dude, what'd you think was gonna happen?
true.
You're an asshole.
He fucked with future Darth Vader.
Basically, dude, I would love it if you know how they're doing an anthology book, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they just put a little story about Anakin when he's back, because he doesn't go back to Tatooine when he's Vader,
Yeah.
but when he's back visiting and trying to rescue his mom, he just like bumps into Sebulba and like lightsabers him to death.
He's like, watch where you're going. And then you just see him like give him the death stare and then chopped in half.
Head rolls onto the ground.
That's a really good idea.
It's like super dark though.
Hey.
that whole scene though and sequence in episode 2 was dark.
Yeah. They've progressively gotten darker.
I feel it. So yeah.
The last one was probably that and A New Hope are probably the two lightest. Wouldn't you say?
But the last one is in Rogue One or Force
Oh,
Awakens?
Rogue One was depressing as shit. No,
You
sorry.
gotta specify, bro.
Sorry, I meant the last one of the actual sequel numbered ones.
Yeah, that one was
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 just-
a bit light.
But it was good light.
There was comedy.
There was a lot of comedy. I love that, and I'm happy J.J. Abrams is doing the last one because I really liked the first one. You're divided.
I'm divided. J.J. Abrams is really good at one thing, and that's making something seem like it's something, or basing it and making it look like it's something else.
Yeah.
Because freaking Star Trek was a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Force Awakens was a retread of A New Hope.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do with something that's obviously, since we've seen this trailer, going in a completely different direction?
Put some Ewoks in it. Call it a day.
Those Ewoks should all be dead, dude. You don't have something that big explode in your lower atmosphere and not wipe out all life on the planet or moon.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
This is an argument I have with people at work, like at least once a week.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's a dedicated argument.
How are they having freaking Ewok party?
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm sorry, but those Ewoks ate all them stormtroopers.
They were set for life, dude.
Dude, they were gonna cook Luke. They were gonna cook Han. Of course, they cooked them damn stormtroopers and ate them.
Yeah, little bear savages.
Barrages.
Oh,
Yes.
damn, we're just combining words. Look at that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
We're on a roll, or you're on a roll. I'm just like, yeah, that sounds great.
Just along for the ride.
Just long for the ride. What else we got on the list? Injustice 2. So you did not get hit by the wipe
No.
with the update.
No, I did not.
Did you try Raiden yet?
No, I haven't tried Raiden yet.
I haven't tried him either.
Dude, I've got my Lord of the Rings game coming out tonight. I had to go back to Shadow of Mordor.
You have like 10 minutes till that comes out. Are you mad at me?
Oh, no, I'm going to play it when I get home.
Okay, good. I was like, he was like, I gotta leave in 10 minutes, y'all. More important matters.
No, I've had to go back and play a Shadow of Mordor so I could get back into the groove of the combat and stuff like that.
I really like Shadow of Mordor. That was super fun.
It still is fun.
This new one looks really great, though.
Like, I went back, I was playing a little bit of it today, and I was just like, man, I miss this kind of game.
Yeah.
I've just been playing one-on-one fighters for so long.
Dude, literally, I was thinking the same exact thing the other day because I bought Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. I don't
Because
know.
you're a masochist.
Yeah, pretty much. I love the pain. So then before that, I got Tekken. Then before that, I got Injustice. Then before that, I got some other one that came out. Like, I just always buy fighting games. Like, I swear it was like bam, bam, bam. But I mean, I've had all those ones before, so I was like, I'll rebuy it.
Suffering from a little bit of sequelitis.
Yeah,
I need
for
the sequel
sure.
to the sequel of the sequel before the sequel that came out for the first game.
And the sequel.
Yeah.
So this game is totally like a shot in the other direction. Have you ever played Life is Strange?
No, but I've wanted to play it for a while because I
That
like
game is
that
great.
style of game.
Do you play the Telltale ones ever or no?
I play like all the Telltale ones.
Did you play the new Batman one that came out?
I just started. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I just started the first episode of the new game. I like to wait until at least a couple episodes are out.
That way you're not
before I do it.
suffering.
Exactly.
Dude, it'll mess you up.
So
It'll mess you up.
how spoilery are we allowed to get on this? Because I feel like it's a it's a fairly recent thing.
As long as you say spoilers, you go spoiler crazy. Spoiler alert.
So I literally just started this. Like, I just finished the first fight with the Riddler.
Oh, okay.
So I am very green.
Yeah.
I barely played it.
It's so good, dude. It's gonna blow your mind.
Mind blown.
Like the last game, I was like, oh shit, like I'm getting my name drugged through the mud, like big whoopee. This one, you're just like, fuck, I fucked up really bad. Like, oh my god. It's cool though. I really dig it. And this one, it's not a huge spoiler because they kind of have it out there, but a lot more villains are in it. Like a lot of the other one. What you seem unhappy about that?
That's what they did with the fucking Spider-Man movies. They put too many villains in it.
That's the movie though. This is like if you pay.
Episodes are mini movies, dude.
They're 3 hours per episode, pretty much.
They're mini movies.
Yeah.
Well, not mini. They're full-length, feature-length movies that you play.
Yeah, so if you're telling me I have 15 hours to introduce like 6 villains, I ain't gonna be mad about that.
But if you do it all at once in one episode.
No, I didn't say that. I said they are going to add more villains.
Maybe I'm just inferring too much.
The first one, I will tell you, is mostly Riddler based. Actually,
Okay.
like 80% Riddler based.
Okay, that's awesome because I really dig this Riddler.
He's crazy. The timelines are so weird though, because this one, like, Riddler was a bad guy way before Batman was ever even a thing.
Dude, I like that though.
Do you?
I do. Like, I feel like the reinventions that started even in the first episode
Yeah.
are good reinventions.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I cannot think of a bad reinvention from the entire first season through what I've played so far versus a show that you love that I'm like over with, Gotham.
I knew you were gonna say it. They're on Scarecrow right now.
I did not watch the last season at all, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I mean, I've seen the trailers where Bruce puts his little
Proto suit on.
his plastic mask on over his face,
Yeah.
and I just shake my head every time that comes on when I'm fucking watching Big Bang Theory at 7:00.
I'm sorry. It's good though. At least it's got good moments. The thing I like best about it is they took characters who really weren't that important. Like, okay, for instance, you said you watched at least the first season, right?
Yeah.
So Victor Zsasz,
Yeah.
Most of the time he's like a one-off character. He's just a loony. I love how crazy he is in the show, but also how like smart he is. So they do it gets better. You got to keep watching.
I'm done with it. I'm over it. I've moved on to other things.
Oh my God. I
I've
can't
moved
believe
on
you.
To other things.
They're
I'm
like on
sorry.
season 4 now?
They're like on season 32 for all I fucking know.
No season 32. Jesus.
Imagine if it goes that long.
It probably won't. I can see it going another 2 seasons and
It
it's
starts
done.
going to like Dark Knight Returns territory.
That would be
Because they
crazy.
use the same actor.
I am Bane. Oh, that
Marty just shows up as an old man.
I am Bane. I am the League of Shadows.
Get off my porch, you whippersnapper, or I'm gonna venom up.
And then he just becomes normal. He goes from old frail guy to like
He just walks out and he's like, "You motherfucking kids, get off my goddamn lawn."
I picture him like friggin' what's his Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino. He's like, "Get off my lawn."
You gotta do it with the accent though. Do it, because I can't right now.
Get off my lawn.
There you go. That's good. I'll take it.
Oh God, it was terrible. Nobody ever judged me for that. Did you ever watch Pacific Rim?
I did.
Do you see the sequel trailer?
I have not seen the sequel trailer, and I am not interested in the sequel because of all the
Fuck
behind-the-scenes turmoil that I have heard, and that usually leads to a bad movie.
There's behind the scenes turmoil?
How long has Guillermo del Toro been trying to get this movie made?
That's true. But
That's enough turmoil for me.
But it could just be like other stuff, like production stuff. Like, oh, we
It could
have
be
no
pretty
money.
as fuck. Like, what was that movie that came out? Valerian?
Yeah.
I heard that movie was fucking gorgeous, but it was terrible.
It bombed so bad. It wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't a terrible movie. It was like right in the middle.
There are some exceptions to that rule, though.
Yeah.
And then there's a recent one. It.
It was so good. Oh, you saw it, huh?
Yes.
And?
Oh,
It was good, right?
it's really good.
Like, I was very surprised.
I loved it.
Like, it. As long as part 2 is good, I think it's better than the original.
Dude, when's the last time you watched the original?
Like a week or 2 ago.
Okay. I was going to say, it does not hold up.
It doesn't. The scenes are so different too. Like when Georgie gets eaten at the beginning,
Hey, Georgie.
they don't show anything in the original.
No,
And-
because it was made for TV. It was a miniseries.
but he did like almost like verbatim say the same thing.
Hiya, Georgie.
He's so creepy with that voice.
Don't you want your boat back?
And then he would like do his teeth thing. And, like,
Here. Take it.
Pennywise, me Georgie. Now we're friends. Yeah, it was so good. I love his like praying mantis claws that came out near the end when he was like stabbing at the ground.
Yes.
And you're just like, holy shit.
You fucking trying to murder these kids, dude.
Yeah. Do you
Like,
know
no
that?
joke.
I forgot to say this on the last podcast. It is the biggest September opening of all time.
It is the biggest horror movie of all time.
That also too.
It makes me so happy. And what's crazy to think about it, that movie could have done so much better.
Yeah.
But there were the hurricanes in Florida.
Oh yeah.
So that's an entire freaking like seaboard that did not go and see that movie.
Wow.
Just let that sink in for a minute.
And I doubt people are like, well, my house just exploded and is in a friggin' hurricane. I'll go see a movie.
Right? But dude,
Holy, that's true, dude.
it made that much money despite
Without that.
Yeah.
It was so everybody in it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god! And Finn Wolfhard is the most perfect Richie.
Dude, that kid that played Eddie.
Oh yeah,
I just wanted to take him home.
I know.
I wanted to shelter him.
I know.
Fucking gray water, man.
And he was given those
You're
stupid
walking in piss and
placebos.
shit. Piss and shit. You get sick. It's not me.
He was the best.
He was adorable.
I felt so bad for him at the end too.
He wants the pill, Eddie.
Yeah, when he'd open up like all 4 layers of his mouth, I was like, oh my
There's
god.
just a pill in there.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
It was really good.
I got so mad at my wife. She
Why?
went to go see it again.
Without you?
Me. No, her dad wanted to go see it, and her mom doesn't do horror movies like at all.
Oh, really?
Like the scariest she gets is fucking Hocus Pocus.
So Disney movie friendly.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So he really wanted to go see it, but he didn't want to go see it alone because who wants to go sit in a fucking movie theater by themselves, right?
Of course.
So she went with him, and I found out when I was getting ready to leave for work. She sends me a text message. She goes, "So I'm not gonna be home when you get home, and you're on your own for dinner."
Oh.
So I text back, and I'm just like, I had a hella stressful day. So I'm like, well, what the fuck?
What do you want me to do?
I'm going to the movies. And I'm like, you motherfucker, what are you gonna go see? And she says, It again. It's like, bitch, you know I wanted to see that again.
Gotta let it soak in.
You know I don't want to be waiting until a damn Blu-ray release to go see it again, right? Oh, I was mad.
The next one comes out in 2019.
Dude.
It's too long.
And then I asked her, and I was like, well, what did your dad think of the movie? And she said, oh, he thought the miniseries was better.
Are you kidding?
No, I am not kidding at all.
What?
And I was like, did he say why? He said, no, he just said the miniseries was better. And I'm trying to, like, process, and the only thing I could think was because the miniseries told the entire story.
But he realizes there's a part 2, right? Like, it's not just, hey, part 1 and we're done. Did you know in the book, apparently they had an orgy?
Yes, they did. I've read the book.
What was Stephen King thinking?
Stephen King, I believe he's on record as saying this book is partially a cocaine baby.
No way.
Dude, it was the early 80s. Late 70s when he started writing it.
I've never done cocaine, but that is crazy if he came up with that out of doing cocaine. Because, goddamn.
As the time goes on, though, I mean, you just gotta think the different time periods that this book was made.
Yeah.
And the whole reasoning for it was, at least my understanding, when I was reading it, and I wasn't like cringing and turning away from the page while it was going on, was the whole group, after their fight with it when they were kids, was they were going at each other's throats. They were not close.
Yeah.
So they needed to get closer together, and what better way to do it than to
Sexy
physically
time.
be closer together? Yeah. So she fucks them all one at a time.
I read something similar like that. Like, it was helping them to bond as, like, it going from kid to adulthood, too.
Yeah.
But just like, damn, no wonder everybody called her a friggin' whore. Like, let me fuck all my best friends.
Pretty much. But yeah, dude, there was a lot of shit in that book that was not in that movie.
Well, so do you think he made the main villain a giant spider because of the cocaine? Because that is out of nowhere.
No, that was, I mean, a spider is like a universal fear.
Yeah,
Like,
which I get.
Most everybody's afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
So that is the only form that we as humans would be able to comprehend it as. When it's
So
not
that still wasn't even its true form.
correct.
Really?
Nobody knows. He's never described what Pennywise actually is.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. I thought I thought it was an alien spider that
No,
was
it's-
just like,
it's an extra dimensional entity.
okay.
It's been around since before time.
So that's why it is so good at like manipulating fears and stuff.
It's basically a god.
That's
So
crazy talk.
in the Stephen King universe, and you can say that because a lot of his books and stories are interconnected. I'm totally letting my geek show right now.
I
Not
love
even
it so
nerd.
much.
It's full on geek at this point. So it's explained a lot in his Dark Tower series as well.
Okay.
In the beginning there was two entities. There was it, and then there was the turtle. Like, it's a literal turtle. And this turtle vomited the world and existence.
Oh.
Yeah. And it crashed on Earth on a meteor in prehistoric times.
Oh.
And sat where dairy would grow in hibernation. And
Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's when it woke up and started doing its thing every 30 years.
They talk about that in the Dark Towers?
Dark Tower mentions it, but it goes into it in the It novel as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's all connected, dude. It's craziness.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you see the Dark Tower movie?
No,
I heard it was really bad.
I heard it was bad too.
That sucks.
Well, I mean, it was bad when...
Matthew McConaughey's your villain.
No, not just that. When it's like an hour and a half movie based on a series that runs like 9 novels that are super thick.
So they cover... I thought that was like the first book. It was technically all of them?
That's what it seemed like from the one dude I knew that saw it. But I mean,
really?
He legitimately fell asleep during the movie. He
'Cause
paid money to go see a movie and he fell asleep.
That's been like my friend's favorite book since high school. Like I remember they were talking about making that a movie back then, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's going to be great." And
It's
then
unfilmable.
it's just one of those things.
It's like the Lovecraft stories.
Yeah.
Those are fucking unfilmable. How do you show on a screen something that's supposed to be so terrifying that you go insane just by viewing it?
Yeah, because even it wasn't so much scary. It was just well done.
It was intense.
It was intense. That's a perfect word. Because there was no time during it that I was like, holy shit, I'm scared for my life. It's just like, it was intense.
Well, and another thing I really loved, and I really appreciate this about it, is I feel jump scares are terribly done in most movies.
Oh, yeah.
Every jump scare in it was legit something scary. It wasn't like a sound effect when someone turns around and they like bump into somebody.
I hate those. Those always get me too, and I'm like, damn it.
Or it's a phone rings.
Yeah.
I hate that. But yeah, every scare, man. Like the first one was just when Pennywise like materializes in the sewer. And it's like, yeah, that should be fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's a fucking clown in a sewer.
Like you don't see that every
And then
day.
he just goes, "Hi, Georgie."
Can you believe that's... Do you know who Alexander Skarsgård is?
I know he's Bill Skarsgård's brother.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
But like they're good actors. Good for them.
I thought it was crazy that, you know how Pennywise always has the one eye that's like never centered? He legit has a lazy eye.
I know.
That's crazy to me.
It was perfect.
And he was able to utilize it. He's just like, yeah, all I did was just let my eye relax.
They picked a good Pennywise. I was very happy.
And that smile, the like super pointy smile, that was not a prosthetic either. He can legitimately do that.
Oh, I saw it. I saw that on like Jimmy Fallon or Conan or something, and he did
I
it.
think it was Kimmel.
Was it Kimmel?
Actually,
Oh, of
think
course,
it was
it's the one I
Kimmel.
didn't name.
I think it was Kimmel.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
That dude. I can't like the scene that keeps coming back to me when I think about that movie is the scene in the garage
Yeah.
with the
When he got
slide projector.
huge.
Dude, like if I was a kid
That would have freaked me out.
and now I saw that shit, I would be in a fucking mental institution
Immediately.
like for the rest of my life.
Especially since it like took the form of his mom at first, and then it like, oh my
And
god.
it had like the smile like off center, like.
They have a pop that you can buy where he's got the hair flowing in front of his face.
Dude, I've been looking for a Pennywise pop. I can't find them.
It's on Amazon.
I don't buy things on the internet.
But you buy things digitally, you fool. What are you talking about?
I don't buy physical things on the internet.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
like to hold it in my hands.
You're so funny. It's so worth it. Pops are so much cheaper on there too.
I want it.
I will buy it for you.
You don't have to.
No, it's my late Christmas birthday birthday gift to you. Your birthday was in June, but you know.
It's your birthmas present.
Yeah, you deserve a Pennywise pop. Plus, now I actually know which pop you want.
I want all the Pennywise.
Oh, how much time you got left? Or you gotta go soon?
I don't gotta go soon.
Okay, good. Let's see what else we got on the list. Man, we touched on so much shit. Oh,
I don't like touching shit. It's disgusting.
Mr. Literal. Oh, God. I remember last time I was like, what's up, JD? You're like, well, airplanes are up. And I was like, oh, God. It starts off so well. So all of our shows come back like today and tomorrow and Wednesday. And you said you still haven't caught up on them?
I'm caught up on Arrow. That's about it.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, Supergirl's on right now. Flash is tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow is the 10th. And then Arrow's on the 12th.
God, I really gotta clear my DVR. I'm like half full right now.
It's
dude.
about to get full again.
Oh, good lord! It'll be full by the end of the week.
And they all look like good seasons. And I don't know if you knew this, you watched Smallville, I'm assuming?
Yeah, a long time ago. I didn't like rewatch it or anything like that.
The chick that played Lois Lane is going to be on Supergirl now as Allura Zor-El. Bringing in more Zor-Els. Yeah, can't you just let it like die? There's not that many Zor-Els popping up, and Superman looked his whole life for a freaking family.
I know,
and all of a
right?
sudden, she's like, "Oh, my whole family survived."
Like, oh yeah, we were all in the Phantom Zone for like 30 years, and now we're just chilling in Metropolis.
Can you believe that Supergirl has procured both Lois Lanes?
Dude, Supergirl is fucking hot, dude.
Melissa Benoist.
She's fucking hot.
I loved her in Glee, which you probably never watched.
I'm ashamed that you said that.
There is a duet with her and friggin' Barry Allen, because he was on that show too.
Oh, I know he was on that show.
Oh, dude, I love Glee. I'm a Gleek. I Gleek for Gleeks.
Well, I mean, you've admitted to some terrible shows that you get.
You know what?
High on.
I swear to God, I'm gonna make a compilation.
There's
I have more terrible shows.
No, there's. I don't know if you watch these kinds of shows or anything like those.
I'm afraid.
Those ghost hunting shows.
No.
I watch the shit out of those shows.
Do you really? I used to, and then you'd wait the whole episode for something crazy to happen, and literally they'd hear a sound and be like, "Well, we did our job." And you're like, "What? How did that happen?"
The one my wife and I watched the show like religiously.
Oh, really?
Ghost Adventures. Have you seen that one?
I have. Which one is the one where the guy screams at the ghosts and calls them pussies?
That's Ghost Adventures.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
They don't do that
Anymore.
much anymore. But
I thought that guy was gonna die.
They go to like legitly creepy places now.
Yeah.
Dude. Like there was one they did, not the newest one. I haven't seen the newest one yet because of having to work all weekend. But the one they did before, they went to somebody's house who'd called them, and the dude was allegedly, I say allegedly because you can't prove this shit,
yeah,
beyond a shadow of doubt, like possessed.
Really?
Like, so there's so many things that could have holes poked in this to kind of blow it out of proportion and like, oh, it's staged, it's fake.
Yeah.
But there were some things they caught, like they use a Kinect camera to map in ghosts
with the dots, and like they did in Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do that. They have like a handheld version of that, and it'll map in figures. And with this thing being like guy being possessed allegedly by a demon, he's going around while a priest is exorcising him.
Oh my God.
And he's looking for shit, and he goes in, and there's a moment where the priest is reading scripture from the Bible, and it maps something in, and it just like puts itself in like a crucifix pose.
Oh my God.
It freaked me the hell out, dude. And it's like, you can't fake that too much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very familiar with the technology that's in Kinect. I'm familiar with how it works.
Yeah.
It's not gonna say there's something there if there's nothing there.
Exactly.
Otherwise, my freaking Xbox would have been turning on every day.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dude, that one was crazy. There's a couple other ones where oh no, and then on that one too, they have this spirit box, they call it, where they're able to ask questions, and it uses radio frequencies to where the ghost can talk back in real time. I'm nerding out again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
I can't wait till you're done because I have to tell you so many things.
So again, this was after the priest had gone in and introduced himself. They were going around while he was out. The priest was outside, like inspecting the grounds, kind of a deal. And they got the spirit box, and they're in the closet where they say that this thing likes to hang out when it's not directly possessing the guy, right? Yeah. So he goes in there, and he's like, "Who is here?" And which is also the closet right next to where they captured the crucifix thing, which happened later. They start talking to it, and it starts talking back, but it's different voices coming through.
Oh my God.
There's like a female voice, there's a dude voice, and then there's a fucking just straight up demon voice. Dude.
Yeah.
It's like, who's in here? And then you hear like a girl voice that says, "Me."
Oh my God.
Like directly responding to the questions, right? And it's like, and in one of the questions he asks, he says, "Who do you want? Who do you want to get?" And he said, like the demon voice comes out and says, "Brian," and that's the name of the priest.
Oh shit,
dude.
Did you lose your shit on that one?
I kind of did. But then it's like, see, after these episodes, like my wife and I we'll spend like 20 minutes like having a legitimate discussion about the show.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like we're Christians,
Of course,
so
yeah.
we kind of try to approach from that perspective, right? So we had the discussion, like we're sitting there watching this, like, see, there's too many things, whereas with part of me being a skeptic,
Yeah.
can easily have holes blown through it. So they did a bit where they had water, and then the priest blessed the water, turning it into holy water, essentially, right? And they didn't tell the guy that it was holy water, at least allegedly. So they gave it to him, and they're like, "Oh, we refilled your water," and he's pouring sweat, like he looks like something's fucking with him.
Yeah.
And they don't tell him what it is, and they eventually offer it to him. They give it to him, and he starts like getting like violently ill.
Oh my god.
Like he starts freaking out. He's coughing. He's like doubled over, and it's like, see, shit like that. I feel like could be faked.
Yeah.
There was another part where they're sealing off the property from other things getting in, so they're placing crucifixes at the four corners of the property. Well, every time they buried it, he would like start convulsing and freaking out. That I feel could be faked as well.
There's a lot of things you could probably fake.
Exactly. But
Now,
not all of it.
so I want to save the majority of this because I am planning on doing a Halloween edition.
Oh no.
So, but just to tell you, I don't know if you knew this. I used to do ghost hunting.
Oh!
And it was some of the scariest moments of my life. I don't do it anymore because I learned I'm an idiot. But it was to the point where I had equipment like up the wazoo. I had cameras. I had voice recorders. I was getting EVPs. I did some really stupid shit with a Ouija board I'll talk about a different time. But one of the craziest ones I had was I was with my friend Derek, and I think we had gone to this park that was supposed to be haunted. And so we were walking around for a while, and we get back in the car, and we're just ragging on it. We're like, fuck this bullshit, fuck that ghost. And I had my voice recorder going, and all of a sudden you hear the word like lightly uttered, and it says, suffer. And then his cup literally comes out of the thing and spills all over everything in the car. And we didn't hear it at first because obviously we were driving. So I played it back, and we both got chills up the wazoo. Like, holy fuck.
That fucker followed you if it was in the car.
Oh, it was, yeah, we pissed off a whole bunch of spirits. We spent, like, I want to say 5 hours on the Ouija board from 3 a.m. all the way to, like, 8 a.m. just asking questions. And it made me think about things weirdly, because obviously I don't trust everything, and I don't necessarily know if my friend was fucking with it, but just some of the stuff they would come up with, you're like, that sounds really crazy for someone to just think of. Like,
yeah.
Whoever we were talking to was telling us that when spirits necessarily, they go away, they go to something called the Chamber of Sleep, where their soul basically rests for a certain amount of time before they're released back out. So that's why if you have a spirit that comes in waves, it's because it has to recharge its ability to be among.
Fucking goosebumps, dude.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, we spent a long time talking about all that shit, but Halloween edition's gonna be good, I'll tell you that much.
Damn. Dude, I got some legit stories too.
Oh yeah, you want to be on it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing like a 2 to 3 person one, and like just share some crazy stories, talk about favorite horror movies and stuff like that. But I figured that would be a cool episode.
Yeah.
And I love you giving you the heebie-jeebies. That's some good shit.
Dude, I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm totally down. I got about three
Really?
good creepy ass stories.
I've probably got about 3. It's 3 legitimate ones.
2 I experienced firsthand. 1 was my wife experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll be good. I'm excited.
Oh my god.
And there's a lot of people that you can talk to that have had at least one horrifying, weird experience in their life that's like super unexplainable. So even if I can get like testimonies from different people and just kind of stick that all together in one episode, that would be cool. Like story time.
There you go.
It would be freaking dope, even though they do that on TV all the time. Man, we really well, we're almost done. Blew through all that shit. Blah, 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 blah.
Turtle time.
You don't watch Walking Dead, do you?
I gave up on that show after they killed the governor.
I love the governor.
After that, it was all downhill for me.
Did you ever watch the bad lip reading?
No.
We'll have to watch that.
Yes.
Actually, fuck it. Are you ready?
Live, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready to see magic?
Yes, sir.
And your governor's my favorite part.
Dude, bad lip readings are amazing.
Did you know they had a Walking Dead one?
No, I watched the Force Awakens one and the NFL ones that they do. Like
NFL ones are great. Oh shit!
Sound.
I'm sorry.
We were not ready. You are not prepared.
I was not prepared at all. Popular.
Oh, that was Warcraft.
What? The You Are Not Prepared?
Yeah.
I
It just brought back some bad memories, dude.
I want to say it's this one.
Oh, yay, ads.
Oh, I love ads. Can you believe Saw is still going?
I thought they finished it.
Nope. This is the last one.
That's what they said about the last one. Because
Yeah.
it was called, like, Saw the Final Chapter.
And do you know Chester Bennington was in it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. He wanted to die, and then he really died. So sad.
Linkin Park is one of my favorite bands, too.
I know, me too. Again, with the music you listen to, you stick with it. Even though their most recent album was really, really bad.
Yeah, but now it'll forever be memorialized because it was their last.
People have already went out in droves and bought that CD because of that. So I totally get you. Are you ready for magic?
I am totally ready for magic. For how many? 5.5 minutes of magic. Let's do this.
Let me see if there's anything. Oh, the only thing I really want to mention about Walking Dead is that they're combining it with Fear the Walking Dead.
How?
I don't know, because they take place at two completely different times.
Yeah, isn't Fear the Walking Dead
at the beginning of the outbreak?
Yeah.
And then this is a year, probably more now, obviously, but it's a lot more now. So I don't know how they're going to do that. But here, enjoy some magic.
I like how you slap that space bar.
Do you like my keyboard too?
It's very sexy.
You think you're black? I'm black, yeah. Brother, you got skin like an English kid. Well, I don't like coffee, but you eat a bagel.
Hey, you know what animals I like? Sharks.
And skunks.
Skunks.
That's great.
Listen, pretty redneck. I'm taking your banjo.
Come on, don't. That's not cool. He needs his banjo for the talent show.
Man, that's no fair. All I have is a guitar.
You get a banjo?
You ready, or do you need something else before you start?
My lips are so sore already.
I know.
I don't want to mess up your dumb potato basket.
A woman thug stole my banjo. You have a new one?
Got cheetah candy. It's pretty gross. Now I gotta poo again.
No, you just went.
Oh, yeah. Oh, kitty. Oh, you're bleeding on me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Andrea.
A friend of mine got a foot, and it's juicy.
What the hell are you talking about?
You know, fish can hear you thinking just before you sneeze.
Choppy chop chop.
No, what the hell's
What's choppy chop chop?
Huh? God. Hey, it's hurting my neck. See, I coughed.
Christine!
Hey, I just heard that.
Excuse me. I broke wind.
Do you have bologna and the fish sticks? That's just great.
Look at it.
I know what it takes to make you hot.
I need a man that can decorate and mix my brew.
I'll wash the dog, but you're washing the laundry.
No, I'm not gonna be your sexy beef friend.
Oh, yeah? Well, just say
No.
It's so well
Why
done.
don't you zip it?
Cheesy bird mess.
This is my favorite.
What'd you just say? I have a cheesy bird mess? Dreet.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He said dreet, and I'm about to freak out. Just can't whoop him.
You can't whoop him.
Yeah. I farted on you when you put banana peppers in the Wheaties. Now, Jim, or are you Mark?
Hey, do you remember that costume party? You went as a penguin and I went as a pink shark. Did you notice the teeth? 'cause everybody else told me I was neat. The tiny clown, he got wet. I was talking to a psychic, and I can't sleep in the ozone. There's too many different peanuts looking sad.
I would like to go now.
Candy canes will wreck y'all's bowels. You got a problem. I want a brown girl.
Hey,
she's
I'm
so
standing
white
right
and
here.
not exotic.
Kevin, go
I want
away.
another one.
Jeez, he's a spaz.
I just peed.
You gross. Guess what? I just ate a hot dog.
Yeah. Hey, Poppy. Oh, you just like me for my weed. Yeah, I'll admit it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's get to it.
Oh,
We're on Broadway. I once knew a kid, his tongue fell off in his sleep. La bibbidi bibbidum, what? La bibbidi bibbidum. This is a violet. No, it isn't. Well, it could be a flower. The other night, there was this movie that's all about gardens called Bloody Shrimp. You got a problem? Yeah. I just found out that we missed Halloween. I always wanted a Wookiee, and I found out they weren't real. Thanks for nothing, George Lucas. La bibbidi bibbidum, la bibbidi bibbidum, la bibbidi bibbidum. Getting old. La bibbidi bibbidum. No more. La bibbidi bibbidum. Come on, stop it. La bibbidi bibbidum. You're like a dope fiend. Cluck went the chicken, and that's how they do it on Broadway. Hey.
I love when they do songs on these, dude.
oh yeah,
I freaking love it.
it's great. The one you should look up is called Carl Papa. Oh, I downloaded it on my phone immediately. I was like, this is my song, dude. Maybe I'll put it at the end of the video so people can listen to the greatness of Carl Papa.
There you go.
Okay, let's wrap this sucker up, boy. So you can go play your favorite game in the world.
How do I know it's my favorite if I've never played it?
Because it looks really cool.
But how do I know it's my favorite?
That's very good. But you pre-ordered it in June. I'm pretty sure it'll be your favorite.
Yeah, pretty close.
This one we talked about just because I told you I needed to look up hella shit. Jackie Chan confirms Rush Hour 4.
Isn't he like 100 years old now?
He's pretty old. He's 63 actually.
Is he still doing his own stunts?
Yeah.
And he got that one movie coming out.
The Foreigner
Yeah.
with Pierce Brosnan. Brosnan. Shut your correcty mouth. I knew it.
I am autocorrect.
Brosnan. I appreciate it.
Motherfucker.
You keep me honest. Yeah, and I don't even want to know how old Chris Tucker is.
36.
Oh my god, if that was true. He's like, hey man, I stayed youthful forever.
Said what?
And you've never watched Rick and Morty, or you have?
I watched the Pickle Rick episode. That's about it.
Did you love it?
I kind of did.
Oh my god, the Rick and Morty is amazing.
Morty! I'm Pickle Rick Morty!
I'm Pickle Rick Morty! Yeah, I just bought, legitimately both bought the first and second season. I love it so much. And they're only 11 episodes each, but I eat that shit up with a spoon, dude. And everybody, you either love it or you hate it. It's one way or the other.
Yeah.
But it is the most clever show, and I think you would love it because it combines all your favorite things. You got sci-fi, you got murder up the wazoo, you got just really harsh humor. It's literally you in a nutshell. It's fucking great.
Why am I in a nutshell?
I mean, I
I'm
don't know.
claustrophobic.
Oh, God. Mr. Literal over here. Yeah, but I want to have a Rick and Morty board game night and also watch some of the episodes. I think it would be fun. I don't know. Maybe. Am I reaching? I don't know.
What are you reaching for?
This lovely Mr. Meeseeks box here that you press in that says things. Yeah, it's great.
I don't understand because I've only watched one episode.
I should make you understand. I will make you understand.
Oh, please, Massa, not the whip again.
You will know my name.
No, Massa, no. I've been good, I swears.
I'm not going to lie. Since you left work, it's been very non-filled with voices because we used to make voices all the time.
We did.
Do you know a lot of what I do has spanned from the fact that you and me talked like Arnold Schwarzenegger for like literally an hour in the office.
That was fantastic.
I was so concerned, but in a great way. People were like, holy shit, they're still going.
How many times did Ashley keep coming back, laugh, and just walk away because she couldn't even?
Oh, too many. Shout out to Ashley for keeping us honest and making sure we did our shit right and being hilarious and always laughing at our jokes, even when they probably weren't funny and everybody else was annoyed.
Yeah.
Yo! So when's the Nerd Cave going to come back? Because I miss it. I'm a hard-hitting journalist right now.
When time expands, makes more.
Oh, okay. That's a perfect answer. Because I think people forget, and I didn't mention this last time, is like you had your own channel too. Like, and it's funny because the last few people I've had on have all had some kind of internet-based thing, and yours was really good. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I only had like 5 people watch each video.
That's how you start out, though, man. Like, the last podcast only 20 people listened to.
Aww.
20 glorious people.
They're the best people.
Oh, it's true, because I'm sure you were number one, number two.
One of
the 20.
Because I can only really listen when I'm driving to and or from work.
Now you're gonna have to listen to yourself for 2 hours.
Yes. Nothing does me happier than listening to myself.
So funny you say that too, because my friend Matt, his episode got the most views, and he listens to it like all the time.
Every single view is him.
It's great. Like, probably we got over 100 views on that one. Damn. And that was just the podcast. That wasn't including the YouTube version, which I think we got like another 30 or 40 on.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure, I mean, he's amazing, so don't get me wrong. I don't want to short him or anything, but I think it has a lot to do with the fact the word metal was in it. Because all my other podcasts are like geek or like nerd stuff, and this one was like metal, so people just ate that shit up like immediately. I felt so bad for my grandma. So I if you listen to the episode where we had the 4 people on, in the first 5 minutes we start talking about cat penises, and my grandma gave it a listen, and she had to immediately turn it off. She's like, "Oh, those boys are so vulgar."
Well, then she should have listened to the episode you did with your mom.
She did.
Okay, good.
But even then, she's like, "Why is it so long?" And mind you, it was like an hour. So, grandmas are not meant to listen to podcasts.
No.
I've just decided this.
No, they just watch their stories on TV. That's it.
There's a video I'll have to show you sometime. It's literally old people on Facebook and their hilarious responses. But the best one was like, "Happy Easter, Mark. Yeah, our brother has bone cancer. Call me." And that was and I was like,
terrible. He has bone cancer.
But how like nonchalant is that? "Happy Easter. Let me throw this fucking monkey wrench in your day," and then say, "Call me."
See, I like to play how that would sound reading it. So I was like, "Oh, happy Easter, son. Our brother has bone cancer. Call me."
I picture like Herbert from Family Guy.
Yes.
"Hey, Mark, our brother has bone cancer. Call me."
You gotta do the whistle though when you're talking.
I can't whistle.
Whoever does that is a fantastic at it.
No.
I can whistle, but I can't whistle when I talk.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
But I can't do that in mid-sentence.
No. You know the 2 things I can't do are I can't whistle and I can't burp.
Burp.
Bah. Oh shit, that was a good one. I got that on audio.
On demand burp, sucker.
I want to make a song out of your burp like they do at the Mario scene and go
Do it. You have my permission.
I could.
Didn't you say you got like 4 days to edit shit?
Yeah. I got a lot of days off, so let's do it.
Do it, sucker.
Well, you got any thoughts, boy? Any last thoughts? Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to shout outs, because without you, people wouldn't be getting shout outs.
That's so accurate. Oh my god. Thanks for joining us, y'all. That was a delightful 2 hours and 10 minutes, I'll tell you that much.
And we did it without a break, bitches.
Holy shit. Well, I think having the fan on definitely helped. before
did.
before we were not only huddled close together around one microphone, but I turned off the air completely so we wouldn't suffer. And look, now it sounds great and we have air. It's the perfect combo.
It really, really is.
Well, I love you so much. Thank you for coming by again.
Aw, thanks for having me, sweetie.
We'll definitely have to do Halloween. We'll clear your schedule. You know what we could do, if I can get away with it, we'll see if it happens, is the day of the party. You could come beforehand.
Ooh.
We'll knock out a real quick, hour or two podcast and then have party time.
I'm cool with that.
Sweet. Well, thanks, y'all. We'll see you next week when I hopefully shall be obtaining a very new special guest, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Shiny newness.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks for listening to Heroes in Headlocks. Join us next week, and as always, be sure to follow us on Podiant.co, YouTube, and Facebook.